Good evening, one and all. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week, and that of course means it's time for us to jump in to some more good old Warframe. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. We are into good old Warframes, except this one isn't a good old Warframe. This is a good new Warframe, isn't it? Kind of look say the sense behind the drop choice warms my heart, but I doubt I can stay up long enough to get this. Barely staying upright as it is. I understand on that one, Ladybug. I understand. I chose the time knowing that unfortunately some people will have to miss out on it, but to try and grab as many people as possible who could enjoy the drop. Also, first of all, thank you very much, Denizen Puppy, there for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. But as I understand it, you're not the only one enjoying that. You are not the only one enjoying a lovely blue sub badge, because we also have 5 gifted subs from Mirrorlab before I even got the stream started. Mirrorlab, what even? Thank you very much for giving a sub over to Shade, to Sankit Agarwal, I think, to Savage Lou, to iPoncho Tsu, and to Futsi. Mirrorlab, thank you very much for those 5 gifted subs as well. Getting us kicked off here on the stream, I really do appreciate that. Cheers indeed. Silver King, there's no space in that particular command. And a Reformed Tempest as well, also contributing to it there with that subscription tier 1. Reformed Tempest, cheers on that. Thank you all 3 of you there. Also, this reminds me once again that I forgot to reset the goal. I do this. I set one on a Friday and forget that I set it on a Friday, and then a weekend happens. Yeah. Daft of me, I know. Sorry, let's try that again, shall we? And acknowledge that we've had 3 people generously gifting already, or supporting already. There we are. That should work. And Russia man putting sup as Yo DJ. Gotta say, that's not how you Yo DJ. That is not how that button works. Is the Prime Access command not working? Okay, that's weird. Sorry, let me just fix that real quick. You should have a drop timer up the side if I spin it around so it'll be easier to see against the black of space. Why is the Prime Access command not working? Did I misspell it? It is possible. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. Simple mistake. I didn't misspell it. I missed the little button that says activate. Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? I previously had a Prime Access one and turned it off because, well, there wasn't any Prime Access to talk about anymore. Now it's back. There it is. There it is. Now we know it's working. Now, you don't need to type that just to give yourself access to the information. You know, one person typing it is enough. Ken's not wearing a hoodie today. T-shirt Ken scares me. Yeah, it's gotten rather warm. It's been a nice, lovely day. And my office is upstairs, which means it's even more lovely in here. Almost too lovely. But it's fine. Just a shirt will do me fine. And it's not just a shirt. I know you just see the grey up here, but you know, if I make sure you get a good lookerino, it's a nice fun shirt. Dungeons and Cats. Because what better thing to have on stream than that? Not wearing pants? No, I'm wearing trousers. What do you take me for? Dungeons and Cats. Doesn't seem like the price. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay. You know what? Delete the command. Bot be dumb. I literally updated it and tested it, and the bot has decided, oh, well, now that you activated the command, I'm going to go back to the old command. I didn't even notice that it was saying the wrong message because, quite frankly, it was being spammed. We do these live. Okay. Add new command. Prime Access. Actually, I'm just... Yeah. Keep it as Prime Access. Respond to the person saying it. Say to them... Get a chance to win a Pro-tier Prime Access on Wednesday stream. A complete Pro-tier Prime Access. So much. Fucking. Okay. This time it shouldn't be broken, but I do not believe it. So. Oh, it works this time! Alright, there we are. Freaking Unbelievable. Ah. Have I ever played Helldivers 2? I have not, no. And I have even less reason to play it now they've made it sillier. Yes. Hello, Raw Artillery. Happy Easter? Fairly certain it's May. Fairly certain it's May, but all the same. Cheers, I guess. Welcome back to, you know, the modern era. Truck. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. So for those of you wondering what a wide body or transport decoration looks like, this is it right here. This is the truck. We go ourselves into decorate mode, which is not that button, not that button. There it is. It is this lovely little thing. I wonder, can we increase the scale? Zip. A little bit. Make it a little bit bigger, because we can. This is the thing you'll be looking at right here. This lovely truck. And it's a beaut. It is a beaut. It's also a little bit annoying to get hold of, so if you don't like waiting for tickets secondhand to roll around into the perfect items, and also to like spending all those high-value debt bonds, then you can get it entirely for free, once the timer up the top of the stream there says you're allowed to. The drops will be active for 1 hour as and when that rolls around. Your Warframe Tonka Truck dreams will be realised? Absolutely. Hell, if you end up deciding to get more, you could create a whole cityscape in your orbiter if you feel like it. Or donate it to your clan dojo, whatever you do with it. Absolutely. It'll be yours to grab in the later part of the stream. In the later part of the stream. But the drops aren't active right this second. There is a timer up on the screen. I expect Warframe players to read? Oh, no. But I can mock everyone who can't read. Which I think is just as good, quite frankly. Oh. Brilliant. Got a command for it, got a screen widget for it. What more could we want for it? If we're doing EDA, mind if I join? We are not doing EDA today, no. I've already done EDA, did that during the week, so that we do not need to faff around with that this week. I wanted to see how well it would go on a public group, and it went well, actually. Went very well. Why mock someone? Because if someone can come to this stream demanding drops and can't read the various bits and pieces telling them what's up with the drops, at that point they deserve at least a little bit of mocking for not even trying. Not even trying. 8 PM, how much longer? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about, you see? Never mind that it's up on the screen right there. Take it away. It's, oh dear. What can you do? What can you do? Now, what we can do is we have got an Archon Hunt. An Archon Hunt with a 60% chance of getting ourselves an Archon Shard. And make it bigger? Well, Nightmare. We learn more about Nightmare every day. Nightmare demands it bigger. Huh. I see. That's we'll just leave that one there, I suppose. Yeah. Mirrorlay, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Snake Raider 47. Snake Raider, make sure you say thanks to Mirrorlay for that. Cheers on that. I'm going to go through this tea before we even get into a mission here, so maybe we should get started on that. If you'd like to join in on an Archon Hunt, because I've not yet done that this week, send me a message in game. I don't know if Zom wants to be part of that, because they suggested DDA. But yes, indeed, we're going to go smash through the Archon Hunt. Solomir wanting to join in? Come on in. Warframe players like big numbers. Of course! I should have made the text red. That's what I was missing. Red crits everyone can see. Oh well. It's done now. I'm honestly, at this point, I'm slightly concerned that if I try editing it, it'll just restart the timer and then the whole thing will be broken. Which is not great. Why haven't I done it? Is this a new Tal strat? I haven't done it because I've been busy doing everything else I've been doing. Yes. Do I have any Equinox builds? Not particularly amazing ones at this point. The world has rather changed since I last built Equinox properly. It's nothing amazing. From Sasha say, hey Ken, I have a video suggestion. I would be interested to see your train of thought as you build a new frame as to why you pick certain mods. I do usually go through explaining in a build guide where those mods are fitting in or what it's helping out, I do already cover that, so that's kind of giving you the insight onto what's actually being achieved there. The whole process as to how you get there is more along the lines of just seeing what the abilities do, what functions are helpful, and then what mods make that happen. The mods describe the process there, really. Alright. I'm going to assume Zom's in for this. Zom's in for a lot of stuff. And if not, they'll just decline the invite. What loadout did I use for EDA this week? I can't remember. We can have a look at it in a moment, Solomon. Right now we'll be subduing Archon Amar. And given the missions we've got here, given we have got ourselves a mobile defense, then a disruption, I could still go for Protea, but I wonder if that's maybe not the smartest of plays. Ow. We'll run Protea on the first one, but I will switch to good old Lavos afterwards because I like Lavos. What am I running weapon-wise? Oh, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Hello there, Zamafix. Welcome on in. Hey, howdy, I'm new to the channel. It's lovely to meet you. Hope you have an awesome day. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful stream to sit back and relax to as well. Got a little pimple on Protea? Oh, yeah, that happens with every new frame, doesn't it? I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Every build online about Equinox is outdated for some reason. Yeah, they're outdated because she kind of slightly fell off. She had some difficulties keeping up with oh, I just got mag rocked. That is not good. There we are. Right, let's just have to do the slightly embarrassing thing of having to spend a little bit of energy pizza action, but it's fine. Now that things are going, we should be good. And we can just mobile defend the area. You're finally building Lavos shortly? Don't know what's taken a while, but I'm glad you're getting around to it, absolutely. Equinox still useful for conservation? Yeah, a Warframe for conservation, when Avara also exists, isn't exactly the ringing endorsement they'd want it to be. What do I play on Protea? Shield nades or slash ones? I actually prefer to use the shield ones and use my turrets for damage output. Because it also puts the panic effect on them, thanks to heat procs, which means that they'll perish that way. This is an unfinished build, it needs some refining. But as you see, it broadly works. Did you miss the drop? You missed the text on screen. But good news, you haven't missed the drop. Very soon we'll be able to pop out of this region. There we go, off to the next spot. Oh. I completely messed that jump up somehow. I think it was a speed boost. Yeah, I drift more in the air with the speed boost. It just threw me off. There we are. Timer upload. Ah, yeah, it is overlapping now. Okay, I will need to make an edit to that. I'll make an edit to it. Never mind, yeah. It was more visible earlier. I'll be honest, I threw that together realizing, people are going to be asking 20 million times this stream, and I did not spend any time addressing that. I was too busy spending my Sunday with my family. Whoops. Yeah, I'll fix it after this mission. I'll do something about it. For all the people who can read a news post that says there's drops, but not a news post that says when. What are we doing today? Protea. Well, looking at Protea. Phrasing. We're looking at what Protea can do. Because, of course, it's a prime. That is the idea. Keep our turrets running. Anything that wants to come in here is going to get obliterated. It's very effective. I've got absolutely no energy issues because first things first with Protea is just please do not energy. Not energy is bad. Upcoming health type changes might make Equinox scale faster and be more viable. We'll have to see on that. D have given very little overall information on that side, so it is very much a case of wait and see. We don't really know what they're going to do at this point because, well, they don't really know at the moment what they're going to do at this point. So we'll see. Evidently I need to make a change to a couple of the commands or setups on stream, so we'll do that after this mission. Good old teething problems of getting it going with some random drops. Very temporary drops. Magnetic being able to deal with nullifiers will be nice. Again, we don't know if that's actually going to happen. D have made a suggestion that they might do that, but we don't know it's actually going to happen. Of course, I've recently watched a video on Sparthrix that talks about money for crit with the last slot because of the high crit damage. Still don't get how much it affects when you buff the crit chance in general. Not sure where you'd be lost in the guide there, because the guide is supposed to be pretty complete on that information. Not entirely sure how you're not sure, to be quite honest. Also, square bone, cheers. Buffing crit chance comes from buffing crit chance with mods. It's a mod slot. There's not really a lot else you can think about. That's how it works. So you just search critical chance, and the mods you have to fit that slot are the mods to go there. If that's indeed what I'm telling you to use in that video. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you're not sure about to properly answer that, really. Alright, as we pop out of this, first things first, let's update this command. There we go. So that should be a little bit more preppy. Second of all, let's sort that overlay. Hopefully this doesn't break it and reset the timer, but we'll see what happens. So, settings, text, this, make it that size, and this one, make it that size, move it there, and then create, I don't think I have a thing for that. Gonna have to quickly make a graphic. That's fine. I can quickly make a graphic. You get a little bit of graphic design out of me. And by graphic design, it's not really gonna be that much, but whatever. Or I can type the wrong button. That helps too. Oh, no momento on this one. Shouldn't take me more than 2 minutes. Maybe 3 if it takes the program a moment to open, because I'm running stream and Warframe at the same time. That will slow it down. There we go. And I want it to be in... that area is going to be roughly... and why roughly? Well, I can know exactly. Let's, oops, move this here. Expand the box. Beautiful. And then we go. And none of this is on screen for you guys because you don't need it on screen right now. This is a very, very quick and dirty work. Okay. Why is that not working? I don't know why that is not working. Oh, I know why. Because I'm a moron. That's why. There we go. Export to desktop. Close that. Close this. Yeah, make noise at my stream, it's fine. static image set as upload from desktop. Confirm. Size. There we go. Save. Did that update the entire timer? Well, that's incorrect. That is very much incorrect. How did it break the timer this badly? That's not good. Fairly certain I didn't tell it to change the timer, but sure, let's do that. I don't understand how this is broken quite so. Nope. It's stuck now. How is it stuck? What could have possibly changed such that the timer becomes stuck? I don't get it. How? How does a timer just jump ahead hours and then just stop? This isn't even a Twitch thing. This is stream elements. I don't get it. No, technology does not seem to like me today. Ken's trying to hide that Doctor Who. He is Doctor Who messing with time. I'm not messing with time. Time is messing with me. It's not changed source, no. I am editing an existing source. It updated the value. It just updated it wrong. Okay. What? It added a days section which cut the seconds off. Right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Fixed. There we are. Right then. Now if anyone complains that they don't know when the drops are, we can laugh at them hilariously long because clearly this should be sufficient. Ah. Alright. Alright then. By any chance, do you know if Grimoire's alt activity is distance, fixed, or time-based? The Grimoire projectile, fairly certain that is just a fixed range, nothing you can do about it, I think. Yeah. Peaceful Badger answers to your question, yes. And I have, so, yes. Hmm. It's not red crit though. You're not a red crit. Alright then, let's continue heading on. Love your laurel crown. Hope you don't mind asking how did you get that. I'll be honest, I don't actually know. It was quite possibly gifted to me at this point. I genuinely don't remember getting hold of it. At one point it was in my inventory. Alright. That works. Okay then, let's switch over to Lavos for a momento. Whilst we continue through our missions. I could switch off the foreman as well. Good old Burston. Actually no, Boltor. Let's go Boltor. That's from Goggles Scribe? Was it? Okay, right. That shows how good my memory is.
Tithe.
Hey, Datanasi, you're up onto the golden badge there with your 6 months on the channel. Thank you very much for continuing your support here. I do appreciate that. Cheers. Cheers indeed. How is Bolter Incarnate? Terrible, don't use it. I'm only equipping it for the memes, definitely. It's... Hey, we're not even competing. That's why am I doing that? It's brilliant. Get it. It's actually brilliant. It kind of slaps hard. Which is good, it's exactly what we need right now. Something that slaps hard. Oops. Okay, these boxes, bloody annoying. Okay. Bop, bop. And good. What time it needs? TikTok text speech lady say I got dropped from the engineer, but at this time? Yeah, we don't need some AI text to speech TikTok thing here. Please nah. Nope. Absolutely not. Alright then. Let's get ourselves some keys and start turning some demolishers inside out. Can't wait for this to people about the thing. About checking the announcements or literally stream. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You have all my permission to gently mock people that ask at this point when do drops start. Don't go crazy, but a little, you know, look at the stream. Yeah, that's fine. Now, where are you going to come from? Over here? Okie dokie. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Hi there! Ooh, that's a speedy boy. Let's slow speedy boy down. Where do you think you're going? Have some cold rocks. There's a lovely power of Lavos. Just be able to slap on guaranteed cold rocks on the attacks. Very good for telling the enemies to stop. Where is it trying to send me? Over this way.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing blows and you can kiss a conduit goodbye.
There we are. Energy drain? On a Lavos? How am I ever going to cope? Probably by having someone else kill the thing before I can get there. Yep.
Hope you're not done.
That's fine.
Had to pay Maru a small fortune in rations for this tip.
It's a wonder that Little Duck is trading in rations and that Maru is buying rations, but sure. Really wish to give Lavos a loot audience called Midas Touch. Wouldn't even care if it sucked, just love the idea. Yeah, I can see stuff like that. Special augment, and I just bullet jumped into that. That is unfortunate. That is really genuinely unfortunate. I just bullet jumped into the guaranteed kill shot. Wow. Ah, my Lavos has died like 4 times in 12 months, and 2 of those times are those random kill shots. Ah, that's painful. Jade Xmas? Yeah, pretty much. That's what just happened. Alright, it's coming from that side. Mirror Lave's probably got that. I'm just gonna let Mirror Lave kill that one.
None offers freedom. Is that so terrible?
I would love to kill more demolishers, but they seem to always spawn where someone else is, and I am not.
Find freedom and surrender.
Although I might get this one.
As I did.
Cold procs to slow down. Headshots are probably happening. I couldn't really see through the mess of numbers. The pain of having ability numbers on. Grab the new key. Oh, never mind then.
Demo unit incoming.
Never mind.
Don't let them near the conduit.
One's, yep, coming from this side. Mirrorlade is already on the case. And it's dead. As is the other one, and we're done. That was easy.
Feeling lucky?
We will examine this hall in detail.
That was actually really easy.
We'll learn gnarly secrets.
Thanks for the speed boost. I know there's a ribbon sliver back there, but honestly, I'm good for ribbon slivers. I am good.
Blackened layers and look deep.
There we are.
We got as much as we're getting, hotshot.
Lovely, lovely stuff. That sortie was godsend. It was rather. For those of you unaware, oh hey, Warblade. For those of you unaware, there was a recent sortie which had Xmas Stronghold, Interception on the really small Hydron map, and a few of us got together and just absolutely obliterated it. So yeah. Let me see. Riven, Sliver, how many do I have now? I have 1,277. I think I'm good for a while, chat. I think I'm good for a while. I'm not going to be able to switch the damage numbers off in time. Ah, I just missed the confirm button. Wish we could spend the slivers in bulk. I'm fine with the way they are, honestly. I'm fine with them.
He imagines he will be a lord of the wilderness.
And just get the initial stacks, and then the weapon kills.
Now, the price of that vision is measured in innocent lives. Stop him.
This turn. I know how to navigate this map. Never run out. I mean, I could run out of ribbon slivers at this point still, but I've got enough for literal weeks. Months, even. And with the rate I passively pick up slivers, I'm probably good for a whole year, actually. MK and me? Mark 1. I am the first engineer of his name.
When he creates duplicates, look for the one that is armed.
I really need the damage numbers off, otherwise I can't see the head. Who am I playing as so fast? I'm playing as Lavos, but I'm also supported by a Volt in the squad, which is giving out a massive speed buff. This is normal running speed, which is where I normally navigate more like this. Also, I noticed the two have split off, and so I kinda... My play here is kinda pointless. I'm actually gonna let them handle this. Because there's no point me chasing down those right now. Actually none. I can still get some stacks on the gun. That works. Someone has arrived, grab their thing, we're just waiting on Mirrorlade, bring that one over. Will not take this long. And it looks like we've got a prediction up as well. Thanks, Sil, for getting that running. Yes, indeed, we got a prediction. You can use your channel points at the bottom of the chat for that. So, what kind of shard do you think I'll get? Will it be a Talon Forged, or will it be a normal one today? Put in. And away we go.
Despite his pride, Era never could stand alone. Time after time, he allowed himself to be used.
This is a lovely speed boost.
Then by Ballas. And now what
And
is
just
left of him
the
is
speed at which you can navigate the map when you got that
I will
on.
not
Oh.
say he deserved better, but I grieve.
And then when it runs out, I can just Bile Rush. Always brilliant. Alright. Is it going to spawn right here? That would be helpful. I didn't mean to press that button. I went to move forwards and accidentally hit 2 instead. That's annoying. Come on. Perish, 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 perish. Where'd it go? And he's down. Why Lavos? Exclamation mark Lavos.
Amar thought himself a hunter. Now, he is a mere trophy.
That's all gone. And we're out of here. We are out. Oh, no, okay, I'm stuck on that doorway. Sticky corners may be gone, but door frames are still a problem. That's just physical geometry. That's not a bug. That's design. How dare. Why Bolt or Prime over Telos? Because it's better. It's just stronger. Also, yes! Telforged Crimson Archon Shard. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So it turns out that the biggest gamba was we were indeed going to get the shard. 80,000 spanners by Solomir there. And you're going to get back a bunch, but like the ratio on that is a bit one-sided. A little bit one-sided on that one. There we go. Okay, so your favourite frame is obviously Lavos. Did you buy or farm your first Lavos? I've farmed them. I farmed my first Lavos, I farmed my second Lavos, I farmed my third Lavos. All three of them. ENC prediction? Well, it's gone now. I did call it out when it happened. Third? Yeah, because one fed to the wall and then two of them here. This one is Umbral, this one is not Umbral. So that I could showcase a not Umbral build in the video for those who decide they didn't want to invest Umbrals at this late stage into him. I understand. I think it's a bad choice, but I understand. So yeah, 3. Alright then, so with that all sorted, Solomir, Miralabe, thank you very much for joining in on that mission. Mission successful. Yes indeed. I've got something stuck in the back of my teeth, I can feel it. It's really annoying. And it doesn't want to move, whatever. I'm going to try and ignore it and I'm going to fail. Anyway, Protea. So Protea Prime is the latest, greatest, brand new frame brought into the game. I did a few randomizers, ended up on a static pink look, and you went, yeah, sure, let's run with it. So now it's even pinker than random gave it. Lots of pink. What do I think about Zephyr? Zephyr's a powerful frame, yeah. I'm just saying, went to check the VOD for the pity rate. Twitch player decided to be awkward, and then you get back late. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to game the system rather than just gambling. That's what you get. Also, it's 60%, by the way. It was 60%. So, this is the Protea that I've ended up on so far, but it's not really where it's at. It's lavender. This is not lavender. This is pink. Lavender would be a little bit more purple than this. This is definitely a very pale pink. At most, you could argue, oh, Ken, that's a lilac. I'd accept lilac, but this is not lavender. No. Come on, I know the difference between lilac and lavender. Alright then, so, this was where it's at so far, but this is just messing around with stuff. I have been fairly advised that Auger mods are causing a problem, and that is the first thing I want to test, is just how much of a problem do these actually cause. Is there any objectively bad frame? Who's Caliban? So I just want to quickly test that out, and the only way we can really test it is to head on down into the Simulacrum.
The multitude of creatures.
Isn't Caliban the mission? Oh yeah, good point.
Would cry out in thanks.
Caliban is indeed a mission over on Uranus. Alright. Testing room. Sorry, I'll be quite honest, this bit in my teeth is really beginning to knock me off. One sec. Bloody corn kernel. Anyway, done. Okay then, so Protea has some interesting features going for her. Let's get rid of the companion. Let's get rid of the companion just so it doesn't break anything in the process here. And let's grab a Corrupted Lance level 90. Now, normally, it's going to be shooting away at me. We'll let him shoot for a little bit. I should probably have taken it off adaptation, but it's fine. Going to work his way through my shields. We get a little bit of a shield gate. And then, very shortly after, I'm vulnerable again. You see, I take some health damage. Very, very normal stuff. Now, I am going to take off the adaptation, because otherwise this is going to be impossible for him to kill. We'll get there, Solomon. We'll get there. You need to remind me at appropriate times. Alright, we'll get there. So now let's give myself some shield restoration grenades. Oh, he's moved all the way over it. Hi there. Can you break this? Are you high enough level? Yes, you are. That's good. Well, maybe, actually. He's getting there. He's getting there. He might not get there before the drone goes, but we'll see. Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. So when he breaks that, you see there is actually a very long shield gate. That was a long time. So what I'm curious about now is to what extent this really goes. First of all, that demonstrated that overshields were also being taken into account, because that was an exceptionally long shield gate time. So overshields are counted for shield gating. I thought they fixed that. Evidently, they never got around to it. So the test now is the effect of Augur mods on recasting during the shield gate. Come on, mate. Keep shooting. Your gun is better than the back of it. Shoot. I'm going to cast away from me and him, so it shouldn't have any issues accidentally picking up a drone.
Evening?
Or is my drone going to run out? Okay, my drone actually ran out. That is not ideal. I need the drone to be active whilst he's shooting me. Yo, I'll get to your subs in just a moment there, in the middle of a little bit of science. I will respond to both of you in just a moment there. Appreciate you both. Shield gate's active. Cast that. No, that's still held for a while. Still held for a while. We'll have a look as to what fully transpired there in just a sec. Let's get this guy off of me. It looked like it held, but we can certainly investigate what exactly happened there. Is it really the overshields always thought the drones themselves gave her additional shield gate duration? It's actually both, Datanasi. It's actually both. I'll walk you through it. But first things first. SolarFlare4556 resubscribing up onto 10 months now. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much for continuing your support here. And I am doing absolutely fine this evening. Thanks for asking. And to the Doorside 12, thank you as well for subscribing with your Prime for the first time. Welcome on into the channel and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. Cheers. Oh. Cheers indeed. So, first of all, my comment about overshields. I have tested this. I have gone through it frame by frame. We're going to be doing a little bit more of that in just a moment. But I have tested it. And it says here that Protea's shield satellites, when shields break, a satellite is destroyed to double minimum shield gate invincibility time. Right, from that a sec. Hakubo666 subscribing with Prime for 5 months now. Hakubo, thank you very much for continuing your support here as well on the channel. I'm running out of tea at this rate, guys. You've been very generous today. Cheers. Oh. Thanks for that. So yeah, when it says double minimum shield gate invincibility time, what I want you to do when reading that is to just ignore the word minimum. I'm not entirely sure why the word minimum is there, because it doesn't increase your minimum shield gate, it increases your shield gate. That's what it does. There is no need for the word minimum. And if it only increased your minimum shield gate, that wouldn't make any sense, because the drones actively give you more shields than would put you over that minimum threshold. So I really don't know what the word minimum is doing there. Solomon, also helping to get rid of my tea. Cheers. Oh. Cheers indeed. But remember, say, hey guys, haven't played since 2017. Pretty much all I did was Ember Ignis. Tried to read and watch some guys, but it seems like this is a completely new game. Any pointers where I should start? Pointer number one, Berenber, go through all of the quests, like the main quest line that you've missed out on, because this will unlock a lot of content for you. And by unlocking content, you'll also then unlock access to upgrades, which you'll find throughout the various guides. So number one is you should be doing those quests. Like, no question about it. That is step one. Step two after that point, then go back to the guides, you'll probably understand a lot more. 2 C's in access there. 2 C's in the access. Okay, so, the other thing with the shield satellites then, because they're giving you a bunch of shields and shield regen into overshields, it is increasing your overshield threshold. Once you hit 1,150 shields, I think that's the value, you reach maximum shield gate, which is 2.5 seconds normally, or 5 seconds in the case of having the shield satellites doubling that power. Okay, well that prime access is spelt correctly. Ah, but someone else just called the command, that's why. Never mind. The bot only responds so often. So yeah, this can give you 5 seconds of shield gate every time a shield breaks, shield satellite breaks, so long as you got to that 1,150 shield point. It just goes that high. I'm not entirely sure if that is a Protea specific thing. I should probably check that at some point as well. But first things first is I want to have a look with Protea's interaction with the Augur mod. Did I get a successful test? And if so, what does the test say? To do that, we're going to open up my video editing software, DaVinci Resolve. For anyone curious, that's the one I use. Let's have a look. Sorry if this is a dumb question. What's the difference between a Warframe and its Prime? Not a dumb question at all. Not a dumb question. So a Prime Warframe comes with brand new look. You can switch between the old original skin and the Prime skin at will, both for helmet and for body. Second, it comes with additional built-in polarities, saving you some former in almost every single case. Thirdly, it has some interactions with some game elements. For example, if you physically bump into a Death Orb over in the Void, if you're a Prime Warframe, you will cause a burst of 200 energy, whereas normal frames get nothing from it. Lastly, Prime Warframes usually also come with a stat upgrade. If we have a look at Protea versus Protea Prime, we can see that Protea Prime comes with more armor and more base energy. The armor is kind of neither here nor there. 135 to 185 is basically nothing. But the 175 to 200 base energy gives you a little bit more to start with. That can make it just a little bit more flexible in terms of building. It's not a lot of a difference, but it is a difference. See many people use Telos Bolter for Incarnate over Prime. May I ask why you prefer Prime? Because the bug with the Telos Bolter that made it more powerful has been fixed. The Prime is now the better version. Also Void Orbs, I did mention that, but cheers anyway. Those are called Death Orbs. They're in the Void. Could I go over how heat proc stacking works again? I can, but not right this second, Gidlix. Not right this second. So I do want to have a look as to what's going on with this Protea Augur mod interaction. I'm just setting up the video so we can have a look as to what actually just happened there. Let me just grab that file. I really need to clean out my recorded clips folder. It's getting absolutely huge again. And let's switch the screens around. Okay. Can I show Bolt or Prime mods? In a moment. You'll have to remind me in a moment. So, first we had the. Did I manage to capture all the test? I'm going to mute my own voice in that because that's going to be annoying. Yes, we waited a long time for it to actually. There was also a sub in there. Waited a long time for it to get through my shields. So, we're going to see here shortly, those shields will break. And indeed, they break right there. On that frame, so at 49 seconds and 35 frames, that is when it breaks. So 49, 35, I'm just going to write this down on a piece of paper I have in front of me. So that is the point the shield breaks. And during that entire time, I'm not going to take any more damage. I then use that opportunity to cast. Curiously, I don't appear to have gained any shields. That is curious. I do not appear to gain any shields. Hold up. Has this been addressed? I definitely cast. Did I just not? No, I had Augur mods on. We saw them. Right? Augur Reach, Augur Secrets. I do have Augur mods on. So they were on for the test. I cast grenade fan. Oh. God. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It happens. It's fine. We go again. We go again. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We go again. It's okay. At least we know the majority of the test that we're doing works. We just need to go again. I'm going to up the enemy level a little bit just so they shoot me down a bit faster. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to test first of all without doing the casts. So let's get the full shields and start the recording. Okay, full shields achieved. This is just to re-verify the shield gate. So this guy being level 120, he should be able to break this shield in a very short amount of time. Come on, mate. Come on, you can do it. Use your gun. There it is. Okay, he reloaded during the shield gate, which is going to obfuscate the time on it. God damn it. That's annoying. That is annoying. But it is what it is. I'll just redo. Let's get to full shields. Here we go. Right then. Murder me. Would laser enemies work better for this? Maybe. Maybe. If this guy screws me around again, I'll just switch over. It should be okay. So he reloads there. That's good, because now he'll quickly burn down my shields. And now we're in the shield gate. It's going to keep firing. Perfect. That's going to give good information. That is going to give good information right there. Okay. So what I want now is to fully recharge the shields again. I'm going to pop this actually because I don't want the extra strength on it. I'm going to fully recharge the shields and then I'm going to get him to fire at me again and then use the auger mod to recover some shields. Again, he's just aside there. I'm going to get where he's not got cover to duck behind, just so he should keep shooting at me. Because I don't want him taking cover. Oh wow, okay, I don't need to go back through that. Yeah, I do not need to go through that frame by frame. That was instant. That immediately took it out. I'm going to need a means to recover. Thank you. The satellite ran out, by the way? Yeah, but the shield gate would still have been 2.5 seconds. Bug? Yes, bug. And the shield gate definitely did not last 2.5 seconds there. So let's verify exactly how long that was. We can go through that again frame by frame to re-verify, just to make sure what I'm saying is indeed what was happening. Because this, if true, needs addressing. And it's looking very likely it is exactly as others are complaining. Very old bug? Yeah, but we can still bring more attention to it. So, this was the first break. I think, yeah, this was the first break. So, right there is when we break our shields on this test. So that is at 2 minutes, 10 seconds, 15 frames. And then when do I take health damage? Go through that slowly, 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 slowly. It is about there. There is where I take health damage, which is to 15, 17. See up? 5 seconds, 2 frames. So, a 5-second shield gate, as described, which again verifies for you overshields have to be contributing to it, because there is no amount of 555 shields which gives you a 5-second shield gate. So, we then go through the process of recharging everything, and then we get this guy to slowly but surely stop walking off and to murder me. So, here, shield gate becomes active. This is a brand new shield gate. The drones have run out, granted, but it's a brand new shield gate, so it will be the full power that the shield gate should be able to offer me. So at what point do I then take damage? That is the question. So at 2, 59, 40, that is when we break our shields. We get that animation. I activate this. And we can see in the activation of it, I briefly gain 20 shields. For just this brief moment, 20 shields. Instantly pops. So that means that I'm on a re-trigger of the shield gate just 37 frames later. 37 frames, and at 60 frames per second, we're barely into any kind of shield gate so far. The casting animation is happening. Don't worry, Zom, I'll get around to casting speed. When do I take the damage? There. I've barely finished landing. The grenade fan indicator saying that I've just cast it is still there, and I've just taken damage at 1:42. 1 minute 42 frames. 1 second 42 frames. So, shield gate from the recast. I took damage after 1 second and what's that? 25 frames? And in total from my actual self-protection, it was add on 37, 202, I think. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. 202. The newest small shield gate is replacing the older one. Seems to be like regaining a little bit of shields is causing the shield gate to vanish, which is a problem because Protea creates such long shield gates. So if you do anything to try and be ready to protect yourself, you actually end up unprotecting yourself. Because even at the outside, that should have been a 2.5 second shield gate. And instead, I didn't even get... I got just a hair over 2 seconds. Which, given the time it takes for the enemy to actually fire at me, means it was probably 2 seconds or less. So the shield gate I ended up rocking there was just under 1.5 seconds. It's curious to me that it was 1.5 seconds. It is curious to me that it was 1.5 seconds. I expected less. And the reason I expected less is because of, what's it? Only getting 20 shields. Because 20 shields does not give you a 1 second 25 frame shield gate. Not even close. It would have you on pretty much minimum shield gate, so I was expecting about 20 frames. So I'm going to give that another test. There's something going on here, but I'm going to give that another test to try and nail down a bit more information on it. Let's get a little bit more info on that. So, I want to get these drones. Get me up to max shields ASAP. That's enough shields, actually. That is enough shields. That's going to be maximum shield gate. Stand a bit away from him so he doesn't walk off. Come on, mate. Shoot me down. That's it. You're doing well. You're doing well. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Don't run off. Fucking... Where are you going? Fine, I'll cast a new one of these. There we are. Okay. That should last the duration. Okay, there we go. Cool. That was death. Or would have been death if I didn't then shoot. Maybe the was reloading off screen. It's possible. No, it might have been between bursts, honestly. Might have been between bursts, yeah. Was a single enemy hitting you enough to be reliably breaking your shields as soon as possible? It was shooting them enough. But yeah, I want to get the exact timing on this. Or at least as close to exact. I want to get a nice, reasonably precise threshold here. So let's head back to this. This will be the last one on this particular point. I do want to get that as close as I can here. So yeah, we can see I let my shields break. Right there. And you can see a moment later, a frame later, the symbol for the satellite vanishes. So right there is when I get my first break. So that is 7:12. 7 seconds, 12 frames. Now, I was a little slow on casting, I'll be honest. But there, I generate 20 shields at 7:52. Woof, I was real slow on that. It was 2/3 of a second. I'm shot again, so my shield gate is re-triggered there at 8:10, which means we would already be nearly a full second into the original shield gate, but it should be 5-second shield gate. As we saw, the shield satellite was still on me. And then when do I take damage again? There. I've not even finished hitting the ground from the cast. I'm still landing. I'm in the landing animation. I've taken damage at 8:49. Which means my shield gate there lasted 39 frames. Just over half a second. In fact, less than that because it's obviously run out. I'm taking damage. So it's about half a second. So yeah, that is in line with generating 20 shields. It completely overrides the shield gate I had with one that is objectively in every way worse. Simply because of the presence of an Augur mod, or worse, if an ally had Brief Respite. That's horrid. And if an ally brings Brief Respite, you can't stop it affecting you. PC Pandemonium, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper there. And enjoy a lovely blue sub badge next to your name. I appreciate that. Cheers. Hello, Palmer Farmer. I'm doing alright today. Hope you're doing well yourself. I've had a wonderful day with family today. Flashbacks to Dante Overguard Outcries, I guess. This is... I'd say this is perhaps more sinister than that. Because at least with the Dante Overguard, you're still alive. You're missing out on being able to take damage to health to then gain energy, which will cost you on using your abilities. That is definitely a downside. But this one will actively kill you. Not just slightly, actively kill you. It will take whatever you're doing and just wipe you out. So, yeah, that is a concern. That is absolutely a concern. Brody saying, D have said in the past, shield gate is supposed to persist even if you gain other shields in the process. This is supposed to be running the full 5 seconds and essentially just ignoring the 20 seconds. So this has to be a bug. Yeah. Assume this source happens when a squad mate brings Brief Respite. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, yeah. If someone brings a Brief Respite aura, Protea gets nerfed. Because if Protea then casts during her shield gate, she loses that shield gate. Adel saying, according to shield gate calculated, 20 shields will give a 0.44 second duration. That pretty much lines up with the results we've seen then, yeah. Does that mean others will sabotage you by accident? Yes. So yeah, Zom, thank you very much for not only bringing this to my attention, but also giving me very specific details on what's happening, what's causing it, and how to verify it. It is Zomtronic who has contributed to this here to allow me to bring this to you quite so succinctly as it is, and with such clear demonstration of it happening. Like, this is irrefutable demonstration of it happening. So, good news, we can point out exactly what's going wrong. Bad news, it's currently going wrong. I was kind of slightly hoping it would have been fixed in the Protea Prime Access release, but evidently it's either more complicated or lower priority than that. It's one of the two. One of the two. Anyway, let's close out of that. I can just shove those files into a folder to be used later. I've got my numbers written down, so I can use all that later as well. But there we are. So Protea does have that particular weakness, which does mean that the Augur mods that I had put in here originally absolutely 100% need to go. I had adaptation in there. I'm just going to slap it back in for now, but we'll think about that. Steadfast I still like. Steadfast, this means that Steadfast can actually save your life. It is unlikely, but Steadfast can actually save your life because it can give you free casts, therefore bypassing the energy to shield conversion from Brief Respite. So Arcane Steadfast on Protea is a tank arcane. Yeah. Did I say, do you probably think people just cast more shield drones? There's no need to fix the bug. That's the problem though, is that I was mid-animation of casting the shield drones, having realised my shields broke, and the cast of creating it caused my death. That very action killed me. Which is not good. That is most certainly not good. Well, these red mods, these are Arkham mods. They're unlocked after completing the Veilbreaker quest and the New War quest. I think you need to do New War for Veilbreaker anyway, but yeah. You can then go ahead and get them from Carl's Garrison, or just trade them from other players, which might be preferable, depending on how much you like playing Carl missions. Yeah. Zenrika's a talent that'll mess you up once every 60 seconds, or in this case, save your ass once every 60 seconds. Potentially. Maybe. Slim chance. Steadfast is going to be better for that, because we actively oppose the idea of energy to shield due to our shield gate here. We want it to not happen. So, for now, I'm going to keep in Steadfast. I don't care what other energy situation I'm in. That is just a potential lifesaver as well as energy support. So that is just all a positive right there. What are we researching? Protea Prime in general. If you miss parts of the stream, you'll just have to catch it on the replay, either here on Twitch, or you can grab the VODs over on YouTube as well, with exclamation mark replays. They'll end up there sooner or later. Okay, so, in terms of the other bits and pieces then, now I could slap in the Archon Vitality here. It is a bit of a chonky mod at 16 drain, but I also don't like the idea of having an unranked one just for the doubling heat. I would rather spend the former to make it fit. I really would. I'm just going to downrank the adaptation as well for now, just because it's all on the expensive side for mod capacity. But then also, what do I have here? Because the approach with this one has been so far very much focused on just having the general shooty shoots. I realised I want a different build to the one I was using in main anyway. Here we are. This is what I was using on main. So yeah, Augur mod out. That's not going to fit. Even if I slapped a former on it, it's not going to fit. I wonder if... Do I have enough stock to just get one? I might just have to bite the bullet and do that. Do I have enough stock? And if not, do I have to do a car mission? Probably. Well, let's see. Did past Ken leave current Ken enough stuff to make future Ken less upset? Let's find out. Please. Please, 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 please. So we got fast travel, Carl's Garrison. Hello, Chipperinos. What have we got? 115 stock. I have enough. Today is great. There we are. Wonderful. Synthwave track's pretty good. Glad you like it. This is called Reverse the Geometry from String Beats. Alright, let's get back to normal Orbiter. Actually, they both use the same rendering now, so they're both just as intense, but I still prefer this one. Now Future Ken's going to be mad at Current Ken? No, Current Ken is making Future Ken happy because now Future Ken is going to have that mod for any other purposes as well. And I should know, because I am Ken. There we are. That fits in there absolutely perfectly. It gives us a very, very tiny health bonus. It hurts me to see such a small bonus, 9%. But we do get the double heat procs, which is nice. We do indeed get the double heat procs, so we can roll with that. This setup using Precision Intensify as well. We've got Pillage over the 4th there. It means we're getting the armor strip from that, and a very effective one, as opposed to using, say on here, Proteus Orbment, which does also give armor stripping. But from this we get armor strip, total shield regeneration, and we get status cleanse, and we also get shield strip wherever relevant. So this does more, is still very affordable, is a broader area, and is instant full effect rather than waiting for the turrets or shrapnel to spool up, as it were. That's why I'm preferring that one for this current setup. This is where Time Traveling Ken pops in and gives me a dire warning. Look, if Time Traveling Ken wants to appear, first he's going to have to give me the password. Precision Intensify works on helmet abilities? Oh yes, indeed. Any ability on the 4th slot is boosted by this. As you can see, it's currently on 72%. If I have a... just a limit... whatever. 72% drops down, 49. So that verifies very clearly it works. We're talking too much about Ken. Question is, Barbie cosplay when? When I have a partner who is willing to do a Barbie cosplay, maybe we can consider it then. Until such a time, sorry, far too single. Alright. Now, with the rest of this, we got duration. Duration is amazing for this, it's amazing for this, it's amazing for this, and it's amazing for this because its range scales off duration. I know the radius there looks only slightly higher, that 3%, but the actual radius it goes out to is much bigger because it's all based on duration. With regards to this, as much as I've only given it a tiny increase to range, it's only 30 meters, or 31, that's still plenty. In most cases, 30 odd meters is going to cover a lot. And if it's not covering, well, get closer, quite frankly. So we compare in terms of ranges. The Fulmin Prime that I use, what range do we have on that? It's 38 meters. And the fall off starting at 19. So what we have on this setup here is that the turrets are hitting out 50% further than the Fulmin's full damage range, and almost out to the Fulmin's super long range on the shotgun, and that's with extended range on it as well. So that should be sufficient, quite frankly. Most missions, you are going to be within 30 meters of any enemy that needs to be considered, and if they're outside of that range, it's really not going to be a problem. But let's put money where my mouth is. Let's verify that. Let's head on into a Mishrino, and to support that, I am also going to bring a glaive, because glaives are fun. Nice good old corrosive glaive, or do I want a heal glaive? I don't need a heal glaive. Corrosive glaive will be fine. And actually, wait, yeah. This adds corrosive. We'll stick with this one. Backup healing is nice. In terms of companion, what will be a good companion? I don't want one running off because I want the enemies to run into the turrets. So let's... honestly, let's just protect my ass. One prime. Just cover me. Use temporary. Temporary. Nautilus to drag them in. What is Nautilus's drag range? Like, can Nautilus pull off high heals? Or is it not really that good at drag yet? Nautilus, Warframe. I would look it up in-game, but I don't trust the mod to actually tell me. So... oh, it would say. Nautilus forces enemies within 30 meters of the target into clusters for easier targeting. Okay, that's within the target, but what range of me? Target's closest enemy within 30 meters of you. Okay, that could be beneficial then. Could. Because if it'll grab an enemy that's in turret range and pull enemies towards that. Alright, let's roll that one. Just getting back to what happened in the last hour. I think the phrase you're looking for is, what did I miss? Because the bot responds to that one. I don't have it coded for every single way of phrasing. What did I miss? Did I try the new Proto Ornament used for 4th ability to remove armor? I did, yes. Just talked about that literally seconds ago. Welcome on in. Is it not good if it drags the enemy behind turret? So the idea is to have coverage. There you are, Manta. There you are. Now the bot knows what you're asking. Alright then, so let's go to good old testing. Oh, there's a Fisher. How long's the Fisher got? I might come back to that. It's got nearly an hour on it. We'll come back to that. Just standard test for now. Is the Ornament good for high level? So the Ornament, it takes time to get into full effect, is kind of the problem with it. So you'd have to keep your 4th ability, even though it's not really the 4th ability doing anything. And you have to invest strength into said 4th ability to be able to get a decent armor strip out of it in a reasonable amount of time, whilst also using your other abilities. I need starting energy. I'm going to put some shards on after this.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Oh god, that was just pulled straight into me. I was looking at chat for a second there. I hadn't set up everything! Oh god, they're right on top of me. Okay, let's set up from here. There we are. Slightly squeaky bum moment there, but it's fine. It's fine. Now we should be able to just hole up. So if we just keep a couple turrets going, you see this pretty much just covers. And it's getting a damn good kill rate, if I dare say so. Not sure if the pulls from Nautilus are really doing what I need them to do. Partly because the enemies are dying quick enough that it's not that big of a deal. You can see how easily the enemies are perishing. Don't know what ticket's for, but you have a... Oh, it's for the raffle. Exclamation mark raffle for details on that. Keep my shields up. Always a good idea. And let's grab a few more of these life supports. There we go. All stacked. What's the buff fired up? It's for the Sentinel. It increases Sentinel damage, but my Sentinel isn't actually attacking, so it doesn't matter. That is from when I was using it to... Actually, it is attacking with the Vorklock, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, I was using it with Verglass back when Nautilus could kind of nuke the world. D saw that and went, yeah, please stop breaking the game, and immediately nerfed it. Understandable. I did advise people how to crash their games, so very understandable. But still. If the bot says fail to enter giveaway, by the way, it just means you already have a ticket. You can't get more than one ticket. Ow, it knocked me over. I hurt my knee. There we are. Give myself some poise. Now I can't be knocked over. So, yeah, this seems to be pretty damn effective just as is. I mean, who knew? Pillage and scaling turrets. And the reason I'm bouncing around here is not just to get the angles, but also so I don't get AFK timed out. Because if you stand still, even if you're casting abilities, if you're not using your main gun, the game tends to think you're not actually playing the game. Which is rude. Yep. I have lost my shields. I have gained my shields. Good old shield gate is absolutely huge. Anyone who can help you seal path? If you're looking for a squad, you might want to check recruitment chat in game or join a Discord, exclamation mark Discord, and find some people there. A Twitch chat is not really the place to find a squad. Really not. Imagine if an orc allowed the turrets to follow you. Ah, but they're so short-lived. Yeah, I'm getting a few seconds out of it there, but... I don't know about having one that Just runs out like that. I suppose it kind of works for Mirage's Prism, but Mirage Prism also targets literally everything in the entire room ever. So, kind of a hard comparison. So, looking at how this is running so far, its effectiveness, and the fact we are maintaining a very good kill rate, over 500 kills in less than 4 minutes. Like, that is a good kill rate. Oh, high violence. Okay, more turrets. More shield drones. More turrets. More armor stripping. More shield stripping. Nah. Haha. Where is your armor now? Get a blitz. I'll just shoot it. I'll just shoot it. Stupid violent silence. Ruining my day. Yoink. I hope the Orbites hit X enemies, get Y amounts of additional duration. Ooh, I feel like that would be powerful. Too powerful for an Ornament. Like basically infinite duration on the aimbot turrets. That would be automation that D does not want. I know why you'd want it, but I also know why D would not. Just doesn't fit. I'd say though, in terms of a setup, this just works. Like, what else do we need from Protria at this point? What is she not capable of that we need to add into this kit right now? How can this build be better? Because we've got the enhanced heat procs from Arc and Vitality, we've got armor and shield stripping, we've got defense from the shield satellites on demand. And there is a very solid shield gate, one which we get to full shields with pillage as well very quickly, so that all works together. We've got energy generation, we've got equilibrium that just laughs at the idea of running out of energy. And as we can see, our kill rate is slapping. 800 kills in less than 6 minutes is very quick. I know I've got a very good room here, but that's what you're supposed to do in survival. If you're going to go for a long run, you find yourself a good set of spawns. So yeah, casting speed and initial energy, and those I can get from the Archon shards. That is it. In terms of build-wise, I can't think what I need from her. Let's get some real big grenades. 180 shield per second grenades. Ooh, that is a little bit spicy. That is indeed a little bit spicy. And I have, of course, got massive corrosive on the glaive. You can't see the damage output, but it is there. If I can get a setup again and then quickly pause. Let's see the kind of damage numbers that are coming out of this, shall we? Take some strength away and play around with passive. I like having that I can cast pillage whenever and it works, rather than having to finagle it. Like, if you can afford to make the build operate, why hamstring it, you know? Is Nautilus with a Cordon mod? Yeah, it's entirely there for Cordon at a viewer suggestion. I don't know it's really necessary. I brought it to see how much of a difference it would make. If I could really feel its operation. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, get wrecked, guy. Get wrecked. He tried his best. His best was absolutely not enough. The life support this is shitting out is solid. What about Proboscis Cernos instead? If you want to use the Proboscis Cernos, nothing's stopping you. That's one of those do you need me to tell you it kind of situations. I get this a lot on YouTube comments. You go, what about this? What about that? What about this? It's like, when I said you can use a way to get energy, for example, I don't then need to list every way of getting energy. If you can think of a way to get energy and it gives you the energy you need, you're good. The same is true for grouping. If grouping is not a critical part of the build, I just suggest you can use grouping. You could just use a grouping you have available to you. You can just use one. You're fine. So yeah, Proboscis Cernos. If it works for you, it works for you. Squad member gets satellites. Does they also get the 5-second shield gate? Yes. Yeah, it's the shield satellite which doubles the shield gate you get. So long as the shield satellite is able to get you to 1,150 shields and or over shields total, then you'll get a 5-second shield gate. If the shield satellite is active when it breaks, now this is absolutely pumping out power. It's just holding on and on and on. And it's a very simple rotation as well. Some people may get bored of it. If you're wanting something simple that also works, I mean, this qualifies. This absolutely qualifies and simple and works. I suppose the next question is then, how well does it work against other factions? Because the Grineer, I use this as a testing ground partly because the Grineer are a good faction to fight in general, but also because they don't have much that gets in the way of what you're doing. Let me just armor strip that guy. Hello, armor strip. There it is. You want to teleport into the turret? I mean, I won't stop you. Oh, okay. Got my shield black. Let's get some new stuff up. There we go. $150 KPM in this map is not just simply works. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, Corvus, but it sounds like you're happy with it. Recall Blade Turret's gone down lilies. That is what we'll need to see. You mean it's superb? Yeah, it's a very good kill rate here. Absolutely. 140 KPM. In 10 minutes, 140 KPM. Oh, okay, I did take a bit of a hit there. I'll have to restore my health. Oh, it's restored. Huh. What do you know? Well, that hurt, didn't it? Not. That's kind of hard for 150 KPM. It is, yeah. I've got a very good spawn here. If you don't have a good spawn, you will feel it going worse. So you do need to set up a good spot. 3k credits on Steel Path. Yeah, I always see those as a you failed to get a good reward. It's a better luck next time, a commiseration. Why he chooses to have commiseration rewards, I don't know, but it's that. Where do you go to grind Lavos? To get Lavos, it's Deimos from the Intrati family. Besides, if you're doing survival for the rotation rewards, you're doing it wrong. Survival's rotation rewards, in general, suck. You're here for the absolutely overwhelming number of enemies, the long kill fest with no other objective to worry about other than just kill, 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 kill. That's what you're here for in survival. The resources, the affinity, the simplicity of it. If you're wanting objective rewards, then you're looking at basically any other mission ever, such as, for example, Disruption. Disruption has good rewards. Alright, I think we've seen enough out of this build. We got to the 10-minute mark and still holding absolutely fine, which means we could probably just hold absolutely fine. Best way to do Grendel defense, grab Lavos, use his Valence Formation Ornaments if you got it, because Ornaments work in the Grendel missions, and I'd recommend the Spore Lacer secondary kit gun. You could also bring the Cedo primary if you want, but Spore Lacer is basically where it's at. Lavos can put out a lot of toxin, the Ornament will add even more toxin, Spore Lacer is toxin, and the Corpus are weak to toxin. You obliterate them with that setup. But yeah. Lavos slaps Grendel missions. You can also use Protea. Protea here is an amazing pickup for the Grendel missions too. You can use Hildren, she's a pretty good pickup. Lavos is my #1 go-to, but these can work as well. You just need to be a little bit more on the ball because of your resource management. Lavos doesn't have resource management. Lavos laughs at that. He's got time management. It's not exactly a high-level mission. You got time. I don't know which prime is next. It's probably Zaku, but I don't know which is next. Yeah. We've seen that this works. I'm going to dip out of this area. Oh. Okay, I might die here. Yeah. I got knocked down in the middle of it, so that's what this needs. Knockdown immunity. I got knocked down from the heat, from the Xmas, and then I got knocked into a shield lancer as my shield gate got triggered. That killed me. I instantly recovered because of Nairu, but yeah. That is the gap in this build. And that's easily manageable. Prime sure-footed. Job done. I have also got an Nairu available, but I do not put in the effort to do that. I just never think about my operator enough for that.
They fought well.
What day is it you're Prime Sure-Footed? So Prime Sure-Footed becomes available to you at day 400 at the earliest. In the meantime, you can use a Nairu. A Nairu's Poise will sort you that. It gives you 40 seconds of Prime Sure-Footed, except it gives you even better Prime Sure-Footed.
Weave cheese.
Just, yeah. Hobbit Rallo, thank you very much for the 40-month resub right there. 40 months. That is absolutely huge. Thank you very much on that, my dude. Oh. Cheers indeed. As brings a neat replacement for PSF. I mean, it's not exactly a replacement, but I see what you mean, yeah. It does give you something of a benefit towards it. And who knows, that might have actually saved my life there, because the faster knockdown recovery could have nailed it. Could have nailed it. Different polarity though, which is slightly annoying. Dash rather than D. Yeah. Only if you're using continuity. Scott was saying they should give an aura mod that brings it up to 100% in combination with sure-footed. I mean, you've got... Yeah, you've got... what was it? Yeah, it's Fortitude, isn't it? Fortitude gives you a chance to resist knockdown. Sure-footed gives you a chance to resist knockdown. You can combine these two together. You also get shield recharge, which, more shields, I suppose, can help, but mostly you'd be able to stack those two together. This one is obviously the Exilus, this one's not. But yeah, it'll give you that. I know it's not an aura mod. Auras typically wouldn't go that line, because either the aura will be enough to stack with a 60% from sure-footed on its own, in which case 3 auras in the squad, everyone gets total knockdown immunity, or it'd have to be less than that, in which case you would need an ally to come along to even get the full benefit that you're looking for, whereas you could just equip Fortitude. I'm not sure on Sushinora's value, to be honest with you. I'm not sure on that. You drop Prime Flow for Constitution since you use Augment, not Blind Rage. Fair enough. That's a different build, but yeah, fair enough. Right, let's do some tweaking, modifying, and improving on this. First things first, Prime Continuity is the most expensive mod in this build at the moment. Let's slap a former on right there. Yes, please and thank you. There we go. After a cracking start, that gives us a little bit more capacity to work with. Next, shards. Shards. Oh, and remove the assist. Yeah, let's get out of here. Before I go and make a whole thumbnail video with it in.
Have you lost your mind?
Every day, Audis. I've lost my mind every day. Oh. Did first Metarabi 210k Cuva in an hour? Nice! Hour and a half. Very nice, all the same. Why bother removing assist just for fun? It also means I can get into this quicker. So, better fashion, and I get here faster. It's worth. Right, Archon Shards. What have we got available? 1 Tau Forge and a bunch of normals. I mean, I could work with that. Yeah, I'll work with that. Right then, let's go for the casting speed on this one. Bam. And then Zon did suggest go another casting speed, and I'm going to go for maximum energy field on spawn, because that is nice. Now this currently gives me 298 strength at the start, and it scales up with augmented. I could get some Archon Shards in here, then not need to use Molt Augmented and still have a total armor strip. What do I think? 289. What's the 30 from that? 319. Oh, that's a bit short. It needs 328, doesn't it? Nah, never mind then. Won't do that. What are my options here? That is a question. I could get some secondary crit. But it'll be 100% modded. That's actually not that much. That's not that much. The blast stuff all sucks for us here. Radiation is unimportant. Electric we don't need. Melee crit not looking for. I could put purples in for an equilibrium light effect, but honestly I feel like full equilibrium is just too good to pass up here. We're not doing toxin, we're not doing toxin, we're not doing corrosive, we're not doing corrosive, so that's no value to us here. I could put in 2 of these for the energy max and drop prime flow. Would that be an acceptable idea, I wonder? Get equilibrium shards, you have 1 more mod slot. Equilibrium mod is better than 5 of those shards, score boss. That's not a good trade. Whereas 2 shards, I might be able to look at prime flow here and go, you're not necessary. So, yeah, because we have the 200 at base. I forget what it ranks up to. Let's grab normal Protea. How much does she get? Oh, does it not increase with love? Oh, I must have forgot about that change. Okay, never mind. So yeah, we've got... Also, what shard did I have in normal Protea there? Hang about. Did that just say I had a bunch of shards in normal Protea? I do! Okay, I don't actually need any of these right now. I did put a duration on her. I could do that again. Because unranked is Protea Prime. I know Protea Prime is unranked. I was comparing to normal Protea to see what benefit I was getting. Oh wait, no, yeah, it gets plus 50, doesn't it? That's what it's showing me. Right, okay. Gets plus 50. I got mixed up on the deeds. Okay, so that means then we've currently got 200 energy. That'll go up to 250 once fully leveled. I can get plus 150 if I go with the 2 shards, which give me 400 energy for casting, which should be plenty to work with. That should be plenty to work with. And our starting energy is 200, so we got plenty to cast this and that off gate as well. Perfect. So if I do that, I can move this over here. That fits. Already that means I can put this in. Obviously, I'll move it up to the X-list eventually. Yeah, might as well unlock that now. When I slap a former onto this, that'll give me 10 spare drain to put something else here. Which is good. Not sure what I would want for 10, or if I would want to form something and get even stronger mod again. But it is an option. 10 could allow me, for example, to go for a shield hit point tank through adaptation, rather than just relying on gate. I could go for rolling guard. Again, just another defense option there, especially against toxin. What else could I want in its place? I could go for an augment at that point, but the question is, what augment would I want? This doesn't work, obviously, as it's subsume. Repair dispensary has had its day, but it's not where it's at. Depolarity for upgrading Arc and Vitality. I could do that as well. Yeah. Might as well get the extra health out of it. I could, at that point, stack it together with adaptation and have a backup health tank. What's the best as all parts for Exotic Contagion? Whatever gives you the biggest damage, pretty much. Damage and crit. And then for build, you put on... You follow my Exotic Contagion guide. Yeah, Protea really doesn't want for a whole lot, which is good. That is good news for us. It's just, we don't want to leave the slots just unfinished, and we don't want to use an Augur mod, which does hamstring our choices a little bit. At least with this particular approach. I did not see any reason there to feel like range needs to go up. I think range is fine being neutral for this pillage-focused approach. Additional duration might be an option. What are our duration options? Yeah, so we've already got a bunch of duration narrow-minded. I could take that further, but then we'd be losing range. I don't want to do that. Streamlined? We do not need the efficiency. August set still bugged her? Yes. Yeah, we verified that earlier on stream. Constitution can go into here. It's not going to give us a lot, but it does give us a little bit more duration. Knockdown recovery wouldn't matter now we have PSF in there, but it is an option. Could go for parkour velocity through something like Firewalker or Mobilize to keep it cheap. But those are options too. Yeah. Don't even use it on primers? Correct, yes. That's a good shout, actually. I should mention that when it comes to a guide on this. Always put natural talent for even more casting speed. Or something from Augur mods? No Augur mods, no. No Augur mods. Welcome into the channel, by the way, but no Augur mods. They are a problem for Protean. They ruin her shield gate. Boreal Hatred, shield and strength. Well, the shield doesn't really matter because we're using shield drones. The strength on it is 15%. It's not really much to talk about. Could swap steadfast with duration if energy is abundant. We can. At the same time, this is actually kind of a pseudo defense against brief respite. Yeah. How does Augur mod ruin the shield gate? We went through this earlier on stream, Mantabusiva. You missed it out. You'll have to rewind the stream to check that out, or otherwise check out the guide when I do that on YouTube. I'm not going to go through the full explanation again right now because it's not exactly a 5-second thing. But suffice to say, Augur mod's shield generation screws up Protea. It just does. Bad juju. Yeah, I'm not going to go natural talent on her. That does feel wasteful. All told, it just does definitely feel wasteful. There's not a whole lot else I could want otherwise. I suppose I did take out Prime Flow under the understanding I was going to be putting on the shards. I could just go slap in Prime Flow anyway, and then have duration shards. Maybe rolling off for the sales cleanse. You know what? It's a flex slot. I think that's the answer here, is that because there isn't really an answer, then there is no required answer. We can absolutely just call it a flex slot. You can put in what fits your taste. So if you want rolling guard, especially protection against extreme moments or protection against the toxin in some missions, sure, go for it. If you want to have yourself the extra duration, you can go for that. If you want to have yourself the extra energy buffer, certainly if you're not using Archon shards for it, perfectly fine, go that route. It's the flex slot. There is nothing required to go there. Deska saying, when I was a noob, I thought flex slot meant they used a primed instead of normal. Oh, flex. Right, got you. Took me a moment on that one. Took me a moment, and that's a fair point. That is an unusual bit of terminology. So yeah, I think I explain what I mean by flex slot in most of my videos when I use the phrase, but I need to make sure I include that in videos, yeah. Peculiar audience? Yeah, I'm just going to pass on that, thanks. I'm going to pass on that. Yeah. But it's a wildcard slot. Put what fits your fancy, and those are the fanciful listings. Also natural talent, swap the casting speed shards for duration. You can do that as well, if you want. You can do that as well. We'll see how the casting speed feels on this. This is going to give more than natural talent. But that might still be a right shout, to be honest, as well. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. But this, right now, let's... I'm going to slap in the extra duration, because duration is just so strong on her. And I know I've already got a lot of duration, but even more duration is just nice. Well, let's face it, what else am I using these Tower Forged for? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, it does mean I've currently taken my flow out of the build, which might end up being a little bit of a problem. Just now I think about it. So how much energy were we starting with? Starting energy is 246 like that. Or without that, 145. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to lose a stretch. Alright, now I've thrown myself into a little bit of a pickle temporarily. Let's just get leveled up and fix it. Just level and fix. That's what I need to do. Level and fix. Do you have to watch the live stream for an hour to get the drop? I believed it was half an hour. Can someone else help me verify that? I believed it was half hour. I think I also... Did I put a link to the deets on that, or was I a muppet about it? I was a muppet about it. I think it was half hour. Because otherwise, if it was 1 hour and the drops segment is only an hour, then that would suck. Yeah. Also, I have an inbox message. What's going on there? Mirrorlade, what have you got for me? Oh my word. Okay, well, fair enough. Apparently I offended Mirrorlade by spending platinum on a Exodus Warframe adapter. I will not be doing that again, it seems. Thank you very much for the 20 Exodus Warframe adapters, Mirrorlade. There we are then. That'll certainly keep me topped up for a while. Cheers on that. It is 30 minutes for drop. Thanks for the confirmation though, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's level her up, and you know what? Let's run the mission. Let's try the Axie Fisher. Let's try it. I've got a whole bunch of whatever these ones are. Let's just take that. Let's try the Axie Fisher with this Protea that we're leveling up. Surely that can't go wrong. A level 0 frame into a Fisher, eh?
Their focus impressive. Give them all warriors.
Oh, that cost basically my entire energy pool. I have no wiggle room
Life
on that.
support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
There we go. Alright, we are set up. Let's see, already at level 6. Let's see how long it takes me to get this to level 30. I wonder how long it's going to take, honestly. I don't even need to be picking up that life support right now. That was a waste. This is another good corridor for just holding down the fort. Okay, you are not going to have your armor strip. There we go. Whoa! Okay, body. Re-up my shield drones. Re-up the shooty shoots. Re-up the armor strip. Hi there. Get blapped. Occasionally one likes to sneak around the corner. It dies. Another turret. Another pillage. Rank 15. Still climbing. Another body goes flying past, as you do. Let's go for the double strength on the dispensary there, so I get even more out of it. Let's grab some of this life support. Nom 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 nom. Not 100%. Really shouldn't have wasted some earlier. Because this is using heat procs, a non-staggering effect outside of the AoE, it's not going to cause the enemies to come in too slowly, which is great. And reactant we are doing brilliant on. 6 already, not even 2 minutes in. Let's grab some of that life support, just a little bit. Don't need to go overkill on it, save the rest for later. Just in case the drops get a bit unlucky. Melee weapon has increased damage, that's unfortunate.
Your relic is opened.
I would have liked more strength, but you know, we take what we get. Okay, I don't know who's casting that, but can they kindly perish? Is it you? Actually, I think they perished. Again, 100% strength on the dispensary. Life support is looking fine. Enemies just need to finish getting inside here. What's the status chance on the turret? I think it's 100%. Guaranteed proc. Do again a scoop of some life support. Carefully does it. There we go, just enough. And with this, we're also getting corrupted mowers, things like that to come through. Anything that could potentially resist what I'm doing. And they're just kind of perishing. I'm trying to see for the heat procs as they happen, but everything just kind of dies. Which is kind of the point. Yeah, it is 2 heat procs at a time. Again, Archon Vitality doing some work. Do a little bit more scoopy scoops on that. Oh, I already reached max rank just moments ago. 400,000 XP is the limit. So yeah, in 3 minutes of survival, solo, only casting abilities with a little bit of shooty shoot at a corner. Only a little bit of shooties. Dead. I think that's pretty damn good. This just reinforces what people have known for a very long time. Protea is an amazing Warframe. Surprise! She is good. She is good. Oh, okay. You wanna go invulnerable just as I shoot you? Yeah, that's fine. What are you doing around there? Hey. I love how I'm ammo generating like crazy over here, and I've got the Foreman. And then an infinite ammo kick gun. Yeah. My loadouts are smart. Absolutely optimized to the hill. Totes my goats. Well, we got Malice incoming. Beautiful. Hi, Malice. Thanks for the bubble. You want to perish now? Yeah, you do. Yeah, have a turret in your face. Where'd he go? Wait, oh, there he is. There he is. Get some action going? Yeah, you know what, let's do that. What one have I got? Morzalon! Oh, and I instantly lost my entire overguard. That's when something decided to shoot me? Whatever. I am the turret now! I do not like being the turret now.
Extraction is available.
There are things here, please help me. That was satisfying. Ah. Alright. Don't need anything else because we're leveled up. Oh, that was an unfortunate fall because I couldn't control it because we're in the middle of a end screen. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna cast that as kind of a safety feature. Didn't need it, but whatever, I cast it anyway. Let's get rid of this. If you were to play the engineer from TF2 in Warframe, what would be the loadout for that? It would be Protea. That's the engineer. It's Protea. Yeah. Protea. Be interested to see what the Augment 2 will do. Honestly, I am curious as well, because I'm not sure what it could need. So I am curious too. Does Pillage also break the shield orb shield gate? I imagine not as badly, but still. I've not tested that. The thing is that you would need the shields to come in during that time if it were indeed going to affect the shield gate, and you'd need those shields to be shit, which, if that's happening, you cast Pillage at the wrong time. There you are. There's just mod slot filler? Yeah. When that augment comes out, that'll go straight in there as well. Also, 56 Void Traces. Nom nom nom. That's a pickup to sales solo. If it changed the element to corrosive, that would be a bit weird. Not impossible, but weird. Why am I gay? Because the Lord decided so. You shield her. Those are the same question. You're really not doing well at this cereal. Have you not had your cereal? Breakfast is a really important part of your day, y'all. Make sure you have some breakfast. What lord? Why, of course, the lord of this household. My father. Yeah. Whatever bits and pieces came together, I ended up where I am. Oh, and that's someone who doesn't even have anything I can understand there. Sorry, this is an English-only channel, as I can only moderate in English. So please do retype your message in English. Thank you. If you start a survival round with relic equipped, pop the relic and do not wait for 5-minute boundary. Do you get the void trace from that relic but lose the item? I actually don't know. Sorry about that. Don't actually know on that one. That's something my. Alright. I think we've seen everything we're going to see from that one. I think we've seen everything from that. Ban this dude? Thank you for telling me how to run my stream. You might notice he is already banned, but I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the advice. Try and run and gun, mission with nades and pillage. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see how that goes. Let's stick with a Fullman. You know, it's a good weapon, but it's not exactly tippity-toppity tier. So let's see how she does in a run and gun mission. It's a good shout. I am going to drop Nautilus though. That gets really annoying when I'm gunning. So let's go for a worm on that. Worm is fun. Void traces reward on getting 10 reactions, so even if you don't crack the relic, you should stab the traces. That's what I would imagine Sanguine Sins, but then Warframe is weird, so I don't know. Yeah, Umbrani, I imagine it's just some 12-year-old's idea of a joke. They might not in fact be 12 years old, but they stopped updating their humour at 12 years old, so it's a 12-year-old's joke. Alright, let's do a run and gun. Let's start with a Daro, keep it against the grenade, and then we'll swing it around to other factions. We can swing it around.
These are worthy foes.
Why do you exist? That is the question, isn't it?
At your peril.
I'm going to pop this straight away, just allow that to give me the energy boost, and away we go! Alrighty. I didn't give myself any upgrade on this, but, you know, investing in it. But it'll be fine. Okay, I looked at him and he perished. Ow. Do not the Kenjaneer. Please no hurt. I am small. I am only Protea. Please do not hurt. You know what I would have liked for a dispensary augment rather than repair dispensary, which honestly is not good? Imagine if it instead followed you. You cast dispensary and it sticks with you. I would even take no strength bonus on it or something like that if it followed you. Or I would take half the duration if it followed you. Rather than, hey, look, it lasts for this long, but oh, sorry, it's back where you were. Hey, tis what tis. Ow, that hurt it. I'm going to pop this because I do need to have some more energy plus. This is where Steadfast is real nice. Get that out. Steadfast, of course, giving me free casts from time to time. Like now, it's activated the next 3 casts are completely free, so that'll allow me to do a lot of pillaging. For no cost whatsoever. And that does feel valuable to me. And that Scorpion really tried their best. Yep. Sorry, I apparently missed the bit where my shield stats I ran out. How careless of me. There we are. Did they not drop the orb of dispense before companion revive work? They did, and it revived your sentinel, and now is the thing, I'd just say it's just... The orb as it stands just doesn't seem that appealing in any way whatsoever. It just doesn't feel good. Alright, got a turret set up there, and turret do be killing. This is good. I can just kind of drop that one on the way through and just let it happen. It shot the turret. Mate, that thing's indestructible. You ain't killing it.
Significant trauma. Removing the galleon to assess
I think dispensary following you might make it harder for other players in the squad. Other players in the squad could still go to the player that's dropping the drops. How many people are actively walking up to the dispensary to use it, really? Alright, I have run out of energy. Yeah, I think run and gun should probably be a little bit more of an efficient build. If I had it follow me there, that'd be great. I mean, what a way to make sure the squad stays together. By saying, yeah, if you want to have energy and health, literally stay with me. I would like that as an element. But it's not what we got. Oh, pillaging an entire room is so powerful. I love that. Just all of them completely wiped out. Oh, of course you managed to get a lockdown in. He'll still perish. Let's get this turned off. This game can be like herding cats sometimes. Yeah, talk to me when you've tried piloting a fleet in EVE Online. Then you'll know what herding cats is. This is nothing compared to that. Let's just shoot down that line. Gather the Rector. Oh yeah, that does it. Get a good old armor strip of the area. Grenade fan give me a lovely amount of shield regen as well. Incoming Acolyte. Nothing we can't handle. Okay, what I'll do is shoot off the shields, then pillage. Where's he at? There's he at, upstairs. Hi, Malice. There's the bubble. Roll out the bubble. Shields are gone. Armor is 99% gone. And perishes. I mean, it's just too easy. I don't want a Concord. Don't need a Doncor. I'm good. 30 minutes to get the drop? Yes, indeed. Drops are available. Enjoy.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Up. So in terms of a run and gun, little weakness on the energy front. Little bit of weakness there. So, it's, see how we feel on that. Love how Punch the Form in Prime sounds. It is a nice gun, isn't it? Yeah. It does feel nice. Kuva Sobek with the next update. I believe so. I believe so. Just learned you could see the item before doing the finisher. Did not know that for Kuva. Yeah, they added that in a while back. It wasn't there at launch, but a while back, yeah. Don't have any energy increases. Yeah, I don't have my flow on there, do I? No, nothing like that. So that was a bit of a weakness. We'll see if I can work us around that. So if we, first of all, 4 Merinos, slap a dap into that. There we are, lovely job. And for the time being, because I can't fit Prime Flow on, it's 6, I need 7. Normal Flow, just for re-ranking purposes. But even that's giving us up to the 400 energy now. And with leveling up, it'll be 450. It's already a good amount there. Already a good amount. Hello, Demony. How you doing? Honestly, I'm still trying to think of a reason I want to use Protru any other way. Like, I understand her fourth ability. I understand it. I understand that it has the explosion when it finishes, or when you tap cast it to finish it early. I understand that that it will reset your resources. I understand you can use it to backtrack. I understand that you can hold cast during it to cancel the backtrack. I understand all those different features, absolutely. I just don't find enough value in it. Even with the forced synergy augment that is temporal erosion, saying, well, if you're running this, then these are better. I'm not a fan of forced synergy augments. When they rework blast damage, it might be better. They didn't say much about the rework on blast. In fact, they said nothing on it, so sure, it might be better. We don't know anything about it right now. I just don't see a lot of value in this. And part of the problem for me is keeping track of it. If I'm running it to not run out of resources, well, first of all, it's 100 energy to cast, default anyway, which is 2 Caster Blaze Artillery or 4 Caster this. It's 1 and a bit Caster Dispensary, but it's still 100 energy up front. And one thing I noticed with it, in fact, one thing I'd like to verify about what I noticed, is that it is greedy on the return journey. It is too greedy on the return journey. Is drop already started? Start counting. If the drops aren't counting, refresh your stream. If the drops don't seem to be counting, refresh your stream.
Where would the
Straight up.
sanctuary be without you?
Could try and use fourth ability on lower duration build. Why would I want it lower duration? What benefit does that provide to me? Be nice if it was default 50 energy. 50 would be a lot better. But even then, it's still... it just takes a while to get somewhere. Like if I bring in a whole bunch of just basic units... Don't even know why I'm going for Lances, quite frankly. Butchers would have been fine. So, at the moment, I have 265 energy. Let's cast this. I now have 165. So I'm going to do that. Yay, I've gained energy because the circumstances are in my favour. Isn't that wonderful? I like having loads and loads of energy. It sure would be a shame if something were to take that energy away from me. So it forces you back to that point. So if you cast it when you were lower on resources, you actually put yourself into a worse position. Great, congratulations, your armor stripping ability and one of your potential survival tools, which isn't a great one anyway, now also forces you to very carefully time your resource economy. That's putting effort on that I didn't really want to have. And then I can show you the other issue. Let me, again, spawn in all these enemies. Let me, again, cast this. So I'm now down to 65 energy. I'm going to run through here. Okay. And then I'm going to cause a whole bunch of orbs to drop, but not pick them up. So you can see there are some orbs out there. I would get a lot of energy from that, right? Now I know I'm going to be on 65 energy, so there's no point picking them up right now. So let me just let it rewind. And look at that, I'm on 65 energy. Oh, but I just picked up all the orbs. Because I backtracked through the area, it picked up the orbs. That... That's... no. This means if you cast Temporal Anchor at full energy, you won't have to worry about energy. Yeah, if. But here's the thing I've just shown there, Daitai. When I come back, say if this was a alchemy mission, which is where I did some of this testing. If I was in an alchemy mission, so I'm just defending this kind of area, I'm bouncing around an area the size of this room, and I have this ability active. I spend some energy, but I'm going to have most energy anyway. I'm bouncing around the area, I'm using this for the armor stripping, I'm enjoying placing the turrets, and the dispensary, and the shield grenades, all that good stuff. And then, oops, I accidentally let it uncast. That's fine. Or no, I want it to uncast because I want the resources back. Oh, I just scooped up every single orb in the area. Well, that's brilliant, isn't it? All the orbs are now gone. That to me is a mistake. That is... Because if the rewind is supposed to take us back to where we were, why are we picking up stuff during the rewind? Yeah. Not a fan on that. She should vomit the orbs back up. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad shout, you know? Oh, sorry, you picked up these orbs, but we've gone back in time, so you never actually picked them up, so let's drop them at your feet. That would be cool. That would be cool, because then all the orbs in the area you actually collect into one bundle where you started. You create a puddle of orbs, and if it spawned those for your allies too, that's double the benefit. That could be cool. Yeah. There are a number of ways it could be fixed. The most simple one is just don't pick up orbs during the rewind. But instead, it's a cute animation, but it does take a while. It screws up the orbs. It can ruin your economy if you cast it at the wrong time. And this in addition to the shield gate issue she has as well, with Augur mods and Brief Respite. There are some QLs she could really do with. And again, all of this when we can just use Pillage. We could just use Pillage. So I look at this ability, the rewind on it just isn't worth it to me. It creates more issues than it solves. You got to remember as well, in the time that you're rewinding, you're not actively doing anything, so you're losing the opportunity to continue the mission, in effect. That's an efficiency loss right there. The armor strip with the augment is relatively slow. It's not the slowest, but it's not instant, and it's nowhere near as broadly applicable as something as strong as Pillage. Pillage will hit a huge area and continue hitting it. These two would need to target something for that armor strip to happen. They'd require you to activate an even more expensive than Pillage ability. It's just issue on issue stacked together, I'd say. It's just an issue stacked together. So yeah. If those QL issues could go away, and if it had a longer duration, to be honest, that'd be better. How come we don't see reward progress? You need to refresh your stream. Let me just do this, and a pin, and Twitch lying to me about being able to pin things. There we go. That'll do. That should do it. Alright then. Yo! How do I pronounce that? Essengenator? Essengenator? Jin. I'm going to go with Jin now. Jin, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel proper, and enjoy your lovely blue sub badge and all the other bits and pieces that go with that. Cheers. Oh. What are the config tabs for? Are those just different combos you can make without constantly changing mods? Yeah, exactly that, Spriggs. Different configs means different loadouts. On Warframes, it also means you can have different subsumed abilities. So here I've got normal pro tier abilities. Here I've switched out an ability for a different one. So yeah. Different configs allow you to have different mod setups, quick access, without having to constantly switch things around. This, for example, I use to great effect on Lavos here, so I can have my standard Lavos, I can have my raw Lavos, I can have my mecha set Lavos, I can have my golden instinct Lavos, all on different tabs. Just quick access to them, different abilities, different mod layouts, the lot. It's brilliant. Two Lavos? Yeah, this is, when I was demonstrating in the video, a non-Umbral Lavos. And I also have Archon Shards in this one too. That's a bit wasteful, but they're there. I have two Lavoses with two sets of Archon Shards. How much more flex can it get? Oh, yes. That's flex? Yeah. Almost as much as a flex as having both Proteus and Protea Prime with the 5 Archon Shards as well. Completely unnecessary. Also, apparently, Prot brings up Corvex. Sure. Who also has 5 Tower Forged. Because I can. Yeah, Worm really does struggle with changing loadouts, yeah. Or was that one Urali? Oh, come on. No, not with 1,500 people here. This is not the time to bring up that one Urali. There is no way we should be exposing 1,500 people to that Urali. Do it? No! You cannot seriously tell me you all want to see that Urali. I warned you. I warned you. Now I'm curious. Someone says why. Okay. Alright. You wanted to know. You wanted to know what's up with this 8-form Urani right here. Alright. Alright. So this is called Twitch's fault. This is not my normal Urali. And the reason it's called Twitch's fault is because it is Twitch's fault that this exists. When I hover these Umbral mods, do you notice something? Do you notice how many polarities pop up and go, oh, me, pick me, oh, over here. This is a 7 Umbral Urali. There is no reason, no good reason to be doing this. Notice one polarity is missing? Yeah, we didn't get to that point on the fundraising for charity back in October. Y'all ended up going for other frames at the time. But yeah, 7 Umbral Urali. Who made me do it? I think it says right there. Miralabe, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs at the same time as well. Going out to Regvala, to Finiego, to Zulhiziam, to Typical Sin, and to Epidir. Miralabe, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs on that. I do appreciate that. Anyone who grabbed one there, make sure you thank Miralabe for that generosity. Also from Zom, big problem with pillage is line of sight restriction, and 90% of my predator kills are out of line of sight enemies. That is interesting, honestly, Zom. That is interesting. Why so much Umbral Former for this? Those were redemptions and rewards on this stream, mostly during the Quest to Conquer Cancer back in October. First of all, were you even getting 7 Umbral Former? I mean, I have 19 left over. I have 19 left over. So, I mean, just, yeah. I have a couple. Yeah, so that one's closed because I don't know as and when, if they're going to update anything about the websites. I don't want to have dead links lying around. So it feels like 2 years ago? I mean, it does feel like a long time at this point, yeah. It does feel like it's been a hot minute. The month where you got the Major near. Yeah. That happened. Speaking of Umbral Formers, I think I haven't done the alert for one yet. No, not alert. Gifted Lotus. Yo! Lord Nightmare, thank you very much for the 100 Bitterinos there. I appreciate that. Cheers. Yeah, I've got a Gifted Lotus survival to do. Survival, you say? Interesting. A Corpus high-level survival? For an Umbral Former? Well, I think this is the perfect opportunity to test things. 3 more. You can't put Umbral Form on the Aura or the Exilus. Trust me, Twitch chat tried to make me do so. I'm aware. We've been there, we've checked it. It's not an option. Let's level up Protea in that mission. Alrighty. Let's do that. Yep, let's do that. Gib. Did I get the new weapons too? When you say the new weapons, the Dex Nikana, I probably maybe did. I think. Can't remember. Probably did.
Keep the enemy busy.
You told you to never remove an Umbral Polarity either. I don't know if that is true, to be honest with you.
Ready?
I don't think that is true. Oh, the new Protea weapons. No, I have not tried those as
They
yet.
have just shut down all systems.
Not
I'm
as yet.
sending life support capsules your way.
Well, that shot. Yep, that seems to shoot pretty effectively. If I do say so. And I do. So all we have to do is survive for 11 minutes because 11th anniversary. I was wondering, why is it not a standard timer? But yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. I think this will be a good room to set up in. Nice, fun angles for us to shoot. Now, Zom, this is where the whole pillage line of sight isn't an issue for me, because the turrets are also line of sight. So, if I'm turreting the area, they will be shooting on pillaged enemies. I know that you use a shrapnel grenade approach, and again we can have a further look at that later on. But for me, it just doesn't feel that necessary. But thinking about getting for your ready blueprints, but I think those are tied to Wave Rider. You know, Dialogue, Mix of Boredom and Frustration. Wave Rider really isn't that tough to do. In fact, they made it even easier since I've done it twice. They have made it even easier since I've done it twice, so... yeah. Frankly, just get good. Just go do the quest. It's not a trouble. Can't wait for your wide body oil truck. Oh yep, should be on its way. You guys are running towards it. Do I ever think Beardface will come back for his truck? Who knows? Who really knows on that, unfortunately. Who knows? But let's not get into those details right now. Those who know, know, and those who don't know, do not need to be burdened by such knowledge. I cast at the wrong time. Let me grab some energy. Oh, that's not enough energy. Let me grab a bunch more energy. There we go. Thank you. I can cast that. And unfortunately, Ray, no. The last I heard from him was here in the Twitch chat. A long time ago now. That's why he let us know he had returned back to his home country. That's all we knew. Prime Access giveaway on Wednesday? That is correct. Yes, indeed. I will be giving away a complete Pro Tier Prime Access pack on Wednesday by a simple raffle. All you need to do is be there, with a chance to win it. Grab yourself a ticket on the day, and if you are the name drawn, you'll have 24 hours to claim it. Simple as that. If you need more details on that, you can head on over to my website as well, thekengineer.com. I've got all the details on that there under the Pro Tier Prime page. But today we have the raffle and we have the drops. So everyone can get the drop, and one person is also going to secure themselves that raffle. Again, you have to be in it to win it. Simple as that. Alright, we have an incoming acolyte. It is Mania. Not particularly worried about that. We'll run a few circles around them. Armor is stripped, and they're going to perish. I am worried about life support not holding on very well, but that's fine. I feel like there's not that many enemies here. Like, for something that's supposed to be a Steel Path mission, the enemy count is dire. But yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hello, 1-1. We've got drops active at the moment, which is no doubt contributing to the number of people who are here. Come on, let's have a show of hands. How many of you are here just for the drops? Maybe you've heard of me before, maybe you haven't. How many of you are here just for the drops? Come on, you can admit it, it's fine. No one will ban you. Yet. Yeah, someone with 3 badges next to their name. One of them VIP. It's definitely just here for the drops. Everyone knew that one, yeah. You here didn't know there were drops? Hey, well, that works, I suppose. Welcome into the stream. For those of you who do know, or those of you who do not know, I am the Engineer, solver of practical problems here in Warframe. Bit of a math nerd. Lover of Lavos. Absolutely main that frame. Me, but I mostly watch your videos. That works too. And again, to that same token, anyone who's here who hasn't come from a YouTube channel, I also do produce YouTube videos, guides for Warframe. All kinds of various topics. You can either check it out over on YouTube directly or head on over to the catalogue with exclamation mark catalogue. Whatever takes your fancy on that one. Saw you in a recommended on Reddit sub regarding the best Warframe streamer. Aww. Reddit finally decided to be nice. That is unusual. Thank you. That is unusual. Just Reddit can be a mixed bag. Reddit really can be a mixed bag. I don't think there's anyone who can disagree with that. I was getting a teeny tiny bit low. Let's grab a little bit more of that. Chew the Osprey because Fulmin also strong. We ain't just a turret gal. We do also have more gun.
Most wise
Ah, hello there. Are you weak to pillage? I wouldn't imagine so. No. What about all of the turrets? Are you weak to all of the turrets? Doesn't look like he is that weak to all the turrets, I'll be honest with you. Yo, Mirrorlave, thank you very much for giving a sub over to Cheeky Jockey there. Cheeky Jockey. Make sure you say thanks, Mirrorlave, for that. Yeah, I do not have the gun set up to deal with this guy. Oh, we just got a full shield recovery. Where did he get that from? What the hell? Alright, whatever. That was bait. I know I didn't have the right guns for this setup, but my god, I did not expect it to just get a full shield recovery out of nowhere. That was cheating. Drone? Yeah. Didn't expect it to just suddenly a full shield from a random drone something else throws out. I got robbed. You share the damage reduction treasurers have? Yeah. They do be tanking, don't they? They got that special shield armor. Maybe we one day get that tech. Research videos are insane, don't know how you do it. By losing my sanity, mostly. As the regulars here will confirm. Sometimes you have to be a little bit crazy. One could perhaps even say the science is a bit mad. Interesting why Corpus don't just equip every other crew with whatever the treasure have on them. Profit. Just profit. They might know from exposure tech, or exposure history, that if they keep on equipping stuff with that, the Tenno will just adapt to it, much in a very sentient way, and then their tech is useless, that very expensive shield. I mean, we do already know how to completely one-shot the treasure of shields. How do I get 4 seal essence from that Acolyte? I have a resource booster on. So resource boosters will give you 4 seal essence rather than 2. You can also get the same effect from a Smeet Kabat's charm if it activates correctly. Just looked at the Wave Rider quest on Wiki. Don't know why I thought there were 6 different collections of 6 pages, not one by one. So there used to be 5 pages with a bunch of challenges. Then D reduced the number of challenges on each page, and then they also reduced the number of pages, if I recall correctly. Like I said earlier, the quest has been made a bunch easier. So, basically it's a skill issue if you can't handle it at this point. It is a skill issue. What's my opinion on the Tesco meal deal? I don't have an opinion on it to give. I don't really get meal deals. You know, I saw my own lunches most of the time. So I don't really have an opinion to give you. Sorry. Alright, am I going to need to activate one more life support tower? I am not going to gamble on it. Oh wait, never mind. I'm absolutely fine. I have plenty of life support. There was some hiding around the corner. Can I show you the build after the mission? Is this going to be a video? This is actually a build being leveled up at the moment, but there is going to be a video as well with all the juicy details you can look forward to. This is more of a demonstration of effectiveness, so that you can be certain when it rolls around, oh yeah, it's going to work for you. You failed survival because an acolyte just kept hitting you from a life support module? Ew. Yeah, you got to kill those acolytes faster than that. Or just don't let your life support get so low that an acolyte can kill you.
Extraction is available if you need it.
Where's it trying to send me? What would the Cantonese favourite food be? Favourite food? Probably pie and chips.
Chano,
Yeah.
extraction is ready.
Nice, lovely pie and chips. How many form are we at now? I think a couple form are on this. Only a couple. Well, the tickets for the raffle. Porfin saying drop claimed. Thanks, Ken. You are very welcome, Porfin. Enjoy your truck. Oh, what? See, this is the reason why people do not like the corpus. This is why people do not like the corpus. 12 minutes near enough on that mission and got just over halfway to level 30. Whereas in much shorter time against a Grenadier, we got level 30. Oh, hang on. What we got? Ah, yes. So there's the drop. Drop's coming through for me as well. Wonderful. One wide body or transport decoration. And then from the Lotus, the Reformer blueprint. I'll pop that on the pile. I will absolutely pop that on the pile. Best general use Sentinel. Personally, I go for Worm.
Huh? What? How did I get here? Why is there a truck in my inventory? Who am I? Ah.
Okay, well, apparently Esprit is having a bit of a moment there, but all the same, Esprit, thank you very much for the 500 bits as well. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Zero saying, honestly, I prefer Corpus over any faction in case of ESO while farming focus. The Corpus just give less affinity per kill than Grenadier, despite being also more awkward, so honestly, I'm not a fan of them. The Grenadier are just far more superior in that regard to me. Ken, did you not get tempted to fill your orbiter with Zariman wall panels? I did not, no. Right, now, I've actually gone through a bunch of hydrates thanks to you lovely lot, so I'm going to be back in just one moment. The drops are still running. I just need to be right back in a second, Reno. Don't go anywhere, and certainly do not spam the chat with drones. Absolutely not. Oh, and I have a cat by my feet again. Hi, cat. What in the lunacy has happened to my chat? What have you done? Your stream froze? It ain't froze. I'm right here. What has happened? There are too many drones. I specifically requested not this many drones. Every time. Every time I ask it. Every time you do it. From Moon, could you please show us the effect of the Prime Ephemeron Protrude if you have it? I do not have it. I do not have the Prime Access Pack myself, so I do not have it.
How much for a snack spam emote to alleviate the drone problem?
How much for a snack spam emote to alleviate the drone problem? I don't even know what a snack spam emote would really look like. What would that even be? They didn't give you that. Shame on DE. JK? Yeah, fair do. DE already give me a variety of bits and pieces. But in case of Prime Accesses, nope. They give me a pack that I can give away to you lot on Wednesday, but they do not give me the pack itself. No, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. So yeah, if you are looking to have a chance at getting yourself a Pro Tier Prime Access pack, so that is going to be the Pro Tier Prime, that is going to be the Prime Weapons, the Prime Accessories, the Platinum, the whole lot. If you want to get your hands on that, you have a chance at that on a Wednesday stream as well, which means you should definitely be following this stream to get notification of when that goes live. Or you can join the Discord and catch the notification there as well. Absolutely. Alright then, so this Pro Tier needs to finish leveling, and seeing as getting an Umbral Foreman didn't do it, let's just take it for a whirl elsewhere real quick. Let's take it for a whirl. How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. Thank you very much for asking. Hope you're doing well yourself as well. Where to level her? You know what? Let's go grace some good peeps in an ESO. Why not? Why not? Hopefully Samaris won't get too mad at me spamming out some turrets. He probably will. It's Samaris. He just gets mad as a matter of course.
This is a stress test.
Let's go pop ourselves in.
All specimens as quickly as possible. In this case,
Oh, we got infested. Ew. Alright. Well, we can't all be winners. At least I don't need to use pillage on these lot. I guess that's a positive. And it looks like we have got a Vault getting a whole bunch of kills as well. The JV Black running Vault? Yeah, that's a Vault. Might as well pop some normal shrapnel grenades everywhere. I can do a bit of work, I suppose. It's not going to do as much work as Vault, though. Vault is just strong for this. Vault is just strong.
Hunter,
Oh, yeah, there it is. I activated the turrets too quickly.
I have disabled it for now.
Oh no, I shall have to wait a moment. And the back. Pretty much the length of the turret.
Hunter,
Oh, and again.
temporarily disabled
Alright.
that ability.
Hey, you got yourself the truck as well? Lovely, lovely, lovely. That is definitely good. This is why you didn't level her in Onslaught? I mean, it's honestly not that bad. I am actively over spamming it to make him do that. You literally just wait 2 seconds between casts. You'll notice he's not pissed at all. Not at all.
Hunter, try a different
Okay,
ability.
slightly too quick there. I just hit the threshold of it. Really not that big of a deal. And I'm actually keeping up with the Vault. I've caught up with the Vault. Has the Vault stopped? Because there's energy. My dispensary is running just fine. The Vault must have stopped. Oh, maybe the Vault managed to get themselves timed out, because the timeout on the 4 is a lot harsher.
I have opened
But
a
that's
new
me max
data
ranked.
conduit.
And with most skills in the squad as Pro Tier, whilst leveling in an ESO squad. I will take that. Yep, I will absolutely take that. Get wrecked, Vault.
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit
But,
is
you know.
closing fast.
Kindly.
Hunter, My fragile masculinity requires you to use abilities slower.
Sure. Sure. Esprit, thanks for the 200 bits there. Appreciate it.
Hunter,
For anyone curious on the TTS there, 100 bits or a, I think it's a is it a £1 or £2 tip? I'd have to double check. But definitely 100 bits is enough to activate TTS. I think it's a £1 tip is enough to activate it as well. But I will want to double check that before I confirm that for you, because otherwise you might get a bit upset at me if I was wrong. Main box. Not that layer. Is it this layer? Nope, it is not that layer either. Come on, where is it? Okay, it's not that at all. Is it this one? You'd think I'd know how my own stream works, but honestly, these things are so complicated. TTS activates on £1. Yeah, there we are. Confirmed. I was not messing with you there. That's alright, Esprit. That's alright. Yeah, 100 bits of £1 activates TTS if you ever wanted to meddle with that. Mirrorlane, how do you manage to make a smiley face look so unsettling? Just the way you use it, you have just a knack for getting exactly the right moments to convey far more than a smile. It's impressive. Genuinely impressive. Nidalisa? Cheers. Thanks, Nita. Weaponized smiling face? That, I think Mirrorlane would confirm that is exactly what they go for there, yes. Daitai suggesting a Steel Path Sanctuary Onslaught where it's ESO but you don't get timed out abilities. Could be an option. Don't know if you'd want to do that, but it could be an option. Decoration looks cute, thank you. You are very welcome. And on that note, I should probably place down my one. And I've got a lovely gap for it right here. Almost as if this was planned. So I want to duplicate, rotate. There we are. Place. Slightly off from each other, but you know what? I don't actually care that much. Does the timer not count if you if you have the stream tabbed out? If you're not actively on the stream, if the stream is not considered active to Twitch, then it may not count progress towards the drop. No. If you are not actively on it, then it may not count progress. Twitch basically has been trying to combat drop farming, drop bots, that kind of thing. The whole point of drops is you're supposed to be, you know, watching the stream after all. And Twitch doesn't really take kindly to the idea of watching a stream if it's tabbed out, because then you're not watching. You might be listening, but it doesn't really count as watching. Works having a second monitor? Yeah. Second monitor is still visible. So long as it's visible enough that it keeps the full resolution of the stream, rather than getting all blocky. You know, when you tab back to a stream, it might look really terrible quality. So long as you're not activating that terrible quality setting, you probably should be okay. Yeah. You're working on assignments, had the stream in the background. Unfortunately then, yeah, if you put the stream to the background and Twitch considers you not watching enough to qualify, then you may not make progress towards it, no. Sometimes it will let you, but sometimes it won't. Whereas if you are watching the stream, actually watching, it should make progress. Then again, Twitch is also buggy, so who knows? Who really knows? To be quite honest, the whole drop system can be a little bit funky. But at this point, if your drops are on... If your drop is on less than 50%, I can tell you now you're not going to make it. Are you able to get more time? The stream keeps disconnecting. My stream doesn't keep disconnecting, so that will unfortunately be on your end somewhere. And I can't extend the time of it. It is just 1 hour. You need to watch for 30 minutes to get that 100% progress within that hour. We are at 44 minutes through that. So if you're not at 50% on the drop, it is physically impossible for you to get it now. Sorry to say, that is just how it goes. And yeah, for the foreman, check out the foreman guide over on YouTube, because then you can have more than just a build or a setup. You can have the full explanation as to how it goes. Definitely check that out there. Thank you, Sil, for the link in that one. From Mantabus of an unrelated question, I tried using the Topaz Shard for the secondary crit effect, but I haven't put 2 of those in the same frame, and I did not understand how the Saki would work, but if it needs a long answer, I'll just hold on it and we'll do it in an appropriate moment. Mate, oh, okay, let's break that down to, hey, do the shards for crit chance on heat stack? Yes. They add together. There you are. Got you covered. So if you have 2 of these shards with that 3rd perk there, increasing your secondary critical chance, you get 2% per relevant kill rather than 1, and it'll stack to a maximum of 100% rather than 50. Yeah. Do I think multiplicative gun code will ever be changed? Do I think it's intentional? I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if they want to change it, plan to change it, know how best to change it. Unfortunately, for something as unusual as Gunko, it is as much possibly a bug as an intended feature, or a feature that was a bug but got declared a feature, but then later down the line gets declared a bug. You really don't know. I would like to point you towards things such as Cora's healing of objectives getting changed, despite it being a tooltip saying she could heal objectives. Or, for example, the Zarta's Whisper interaction with a Fenmore getting removed after nearly 2 years to the day of it existing. So, with features like multiplicative gun code, we don't actually know until DE comes out and says one way or the other. And if something is a bug, they usually don't really say it until they fix it. For some reason. Yeah. Can you not rename Warframes? You can't, no. You can rename your weaponry, absolutely. You can rename your companions, at least in some cases, but you cannot rename your Warframes. Nope. Does not work that way. Appreciate the drop. I'll come back and watch other streams. I am happy to hear that, Jackalis. You have yourself a wonderful time then. Assuming you are popping off now, that is, from the way you worded that. But you have yourself a wonderful time and pop back in on future streams. I stream every Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
1,300 people on stream. Let's see. Moist, Gith, Creamy, Soupy, Wally. Can I get a rap tap tap?
Esprit, are you having fun there? I hope you're having a bit of fun with that there, Esprit. Thank you very much for that. Tap. And then the follow-up rap tap tap. I'm kind of glad you did that yourself. Thank you for 300 bits, Esprit. Appreciate it. Warframe LFG. If you're looking for a group, you should probably be checking out either the in-game recruitment chat, by the way, that is that right there, or if that doesn't work for you, you can also head on over to something like a community Discord, !Discord, join up there and look for people who are interested as well. Absolutely. Palmer asking, what are your plans for the UK bank holiday? I don't take bank holidays as holidays. I haven't done it at previous jobs because I've always had the opportunity to work them and take the holidays elsewhere, and then working for myself as a full-time content creator, it just doesn't fit content creation cycle to have scheduled national holidays. So I take the time off elsewise. I will be working tomorrow. After all, there's plenty of stuff to talk about. Yeah. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've had a proper break. The longest break I have had since I started being a full-time content creator was when I went to TennoCon. And even that technically was work rather than a break because it was a sponsored visit. So the longest thing closest to a break was going to TennoCon. The longest other break than that was taking 2 days for Christmas. I don't really take a lot of breaks. Maybe that's not a good plan, but it's what I do. Look forward to Protea video? Yeah. I can tell I'm happy with this fashion because every time I look at it, I don't recoil or go, I know it's not the most invested, it's not the most impressive setup. Basically, it's just Protea Prime with some colours, ephemera, and a Signa, but I don't think she needs anything more. She's already a very busy look. To give her any more would be overkill. She certainly doesn't need a signed data. To me, the turret is the signed data. And I don't really rock pink frames. Pink isn't exactly my colour. But here, I think it just works. Yeah, here I think it just works. Just a short signed data? Yeah. It's a signed Dani. Siandini. Siandito. There we are. Let's combine together signed data with what little I know of Spanish. It's a Siandito. That's what I'm going with. And I hope that isn't offensive in any way. I don't know. The only pink frame is Lavos? Fair do. I don't know if I have other frames with a default pink to them. Probably, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Oricon colours, because I'm lazy. I didn't really count this for pink. I mean, there's sentient fleshy pink. And this sentient themed Loki, I guess. Uranium stream things, Rhino. I did like how that came out. I am happy with that one. That feels like a proper electric vibe. Copper Volt. Not much pinky pinks. New. New. I think we're going to be a bit, it's all that. You can tell which frames I put very little effort into. Green Banshee? Oh, I've had Green Banshee for years. I have had Green Banshee for years. But it just finally caught up. Fairy Grendel? I don't think Fairy Grendel uses pink either. I think it's purples more. Yep, looks like that is the pink frame. Pink Octavia? I use a blue Octavia. Yeah. You like this synthwave track? This is called Notice Me. Sure. Some of the names in these are odd, but yeah, this one's called Notice Me. Go figure. And again, stream beats. Yeah, if I have a look, if I go and have a look, let me see the music section. It is in. It's not in low off. Is it in ego? Yeah, it's in ego. Okay, I expected the next one to be called Senpai, but it's not. Oh well. I genuinely expected the next track to be called Senpai as a result. Because in another album, they have one that's called Race. Next one is immediately Condition. So the two together is actually the nerd reference they're going for there. But yeah. Blueberry Cat on YouTube does some amazing fashion frame. Good to know. I don't actually capture fashion frame from others, really. It's not really something I look into. Do any of the normal alternate helmets clash with Protea Prime body color set? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea on that. Let's have a look here. Does that look bad? I don't know. This one? I'd say that has an odd coloration to it. So the Caladrius maybe. And then Void Shell. I mean, Void Shell you can control what it is. Yeah. Hello there, Equi. Is it the first stream you get to watch? Well, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'll get Pro Show out every QTCC from now on, calling it. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad shout, would it? She would be a good fit for some QTCC action, wouldn't she? Absolutely. She would be a good fit. You wish the Void Shell didn't have a face mask? Not a fan? Yeah, fair do. Fair do, fair do. Alright, so yeah, that one looks alright. Sometimes I can do fashion in a semi-reasonable format. Sometimes I do pull off something worthwhile. Sometimes I look at the default and I go, actually, I just like the look of it, I'm not going to change. Sometimes they win. I don't want to make any changes to this, I just like the look of it. It's already got enough detail, I ain't going to make any adjustments. I like it. Sometimes that's the case. Sometimes I make little changes here or there, just colorations. Sometimes I go a little bit more full out and actually try and make a certain look out of it. Interestingly enough, the more invested ones, twice now I have a really invested green one that hovers. I mean, that's not a lot of times, but it is weird that it's happened twice. Yeah, this is a no politics channel. The only reason your message is being deleted there is because this is a no politics channel. This is a gaming channel. If you have opinions on politics, they belong elsewhere. All of them. What are the chances for a sister to have an ephemera? Off the top of my head, I think it's either 10 or 20%. I think it's 20%. Yeah. Damn too late. Unfortunately so, if you were looking for the drops. At this point, I'm going to update the overlay around that, just so people are aware. More aware. Let's just rename this. Oops, that's not how you do it. And text settings, shrinky just a little bit. There we go. That should do it. Cool. 20% off, it feels like 0%. No. I'm going to say, wait, I've been looking for the last 3 hours, you don't see it. So, Gorilla, the whole point is that you do need to refresh when the drops become active. This was made clear. It is also pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah. Or maybe you need to hit the claim button. But this is not a new thing with Twitch drops, unfortunately. Twitch drops are very buggy. Sometimes you do just need to refresh the stream, either at the start of or partway through drops for it to actually happen. But the good news is, if you have missed it entirely, it is not the end of the world. Let me just close that chat. Ooh. It is not the end of the world. Because this is a decoration that you can get from Fortuna. Sometimes. We're going to go down and it's not going to be there, I'm sure, but sometimes you can get it. You once had like a 12 or 16 streak of no ephemera. I mean, that's not unusual. To go 12 in a row with no ephemera is a 6.9% chance. So that's a nice point to make. And to go 16 in a row is a 2.8% chance. Those are not ridiculous numbers. 2% is the chance of getting a gold from an intact relic. So 2.8, more likely than that.
Ain't no victims on these lists, Stardust. Hey,
so in ticket second hand, none here at the moment, but this is where you can pick up the wide body or transport decoration if you would like to get yourself some more of them in the future. You can indeed pick them up from here. The price will vary on each time that it comes here, so don't expect there to be a single static price for it. But yeah, you're able to pick them up. How wide is wide?
I'll be here. So let's
Wide. Is wide. Here we go, some love best character. I don't know if I'd say best character, but certainly up right at the very top. S tier, absolutely. Ticker is a brilliant character. But yeah, for the wide body transport decoration, this is what you're looking at, and you'll notice that is far wider than it is tall. That is a wide body right there. Even wider in the back. Yep, that is a wide backside right there. Double wielding it even. It's a wide body. Truck is kind of rare though, doesn't show up often, which is exactly why it was a drop. To give you guys access to that one, that is indeed a bit of a difficult one to obtain. There are some who may never ever obtain it. This is true. But to you here who have received that drop, firstly, thanks to all of you for watching, and second, I hope you do enjoy that one. Now, it is about time that we do a platinum raffle, a giveaway of 75 platinum on any platform. So if you've not already grabbed yourself a ticket, exclamation mark ticket in the chat now. I'm only going to give you a minute to do that. Only going to give you a minute on that. Let's get rid of the old Messagino, unpin that one, because that is done with now. This is where the chat absolutely spams out. Yeah, ticker stuff is... it rotates around, but it can take a while for that truck to show up. So again, you can see why I selected that one. The good friend who was hoping to get that never did. Not to my knowledge, never did. Malacida Sasuke, I wonder if Warframes needs sustenance. Yeah, I think it's kind of implied that the helmet setup in the ship is what maintains us. Something to do with that. Esprit, I see your chat. The ticket slowed down for a moment. I saw your chat. Cheers for the clip still. Presumably because life support matters to us. Yeah, it's the whole life support thing is a little contrived. It's a little odd, but it fits. We roll with it. If the bot says fail to enter too many tickets, it just means you already have your ticket. You've already claimed one. You only get one ticket per giveaway. That's how we keep it nice and fair here. What's doing God's work? Bless them. Yeah, I mean, it used to be that Beardface would just be quickly scribbling down all the names. Totally. But since then, we have moved into the modern era of using a computer to do it. That's definitely how it worked. Anyway, let's close that up in just a moment. If you haven't got yourself a ticket, you're going to be missing out. You got to get that quickly. If you don't know how to spell ticket, well, tough. Not as contrived as excavation. Oh yeah, excavation is... Yeah, that is a bit of a weird mission when you think about it. That is a bit of a weird mission. That is a bit of a weird mission. As we say, I can only aspire to be the community liaison that Beardface was. I don't think it's possible to fill those shoes the way he did it. I'll be quite honest. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. Anyway, with that out of mind, let's close up the giveaway now and see who's going to be the winner. You've had plenty of time to grab a ticket, so if you haven't, you clearly just didn't want one. So let's close those now. We do have a few more tickets in today than usual. Kind of surprising. You know, there's only like 1,000 people here. We peaked at like 1,600, 1,700 even. Yeah. I'm saying my drops are at 99% even though I've been here since start of stream. Sorry about that, dude. That is just straight up a Twitch bug. I've had it as well many a time. And there's nothing I can do to solve that one for you, sorry. All I can say is just check on ticket stock. It will roll around. But, has it finally hit the triple digits of ticket inputs? Oh, we've hit triple digits many a time, but this time we've got 354 tickets. So if we see fewer tickets than that on Wednesday, I really do wonder what you're all playing at, quite frankly. Because Wednesday is the Protea Prime Access giveaway. But today, it may not be as impressive as that, but it's still a full 75 Platinum. Which, for example, you could use to rush a Protea Prime out of the foundry, if you got one building already. But the winner of that, it's only going to be one person. The winner of the 75 Platinum today is... Ronald1998. Ronald1998, congratulations, you are today's winner. I'll be contacting you in your Twitch DM shortly after this stream concludes. Get hold of your Warframe username, platform, and cross-save status. We'll be able to get that Platinum over to you. Someone saying, I swear I've heard that name before. I mean, I can double check. Let's see. How many messages do they send here? User Ronald1998. Let's have a ganders at the moderation view. Messages 895. Yeah, you've probably seen their name a bit. You've probably seen their name a bit. PSA, please do not waste Platinum on rushing Foundry items. I spent Platinum to rush this Protea Prime out so that I could play around with her sooner. Yeah. Esprit, it caps out at 999 plus. At that point, Twitch just goes, they said a lot of comments. Stop asking. But yes. Anyway, that is, unfortunately, And it's with a heavy heart to say this, but that is unfortunately all that we have got time for today. Thank you very much everyone who has joined in. I hope you have enjoyed these little forays into what Protea has to offer, and you can certainly look forward to the full video on that when it comes through. Bug details and all when it comes to the shield gating, as that is kind of very important. That is really important. Really, really important. Berlin Age is saying, don't ask Ken about the Spectre video. Yeah, I spent probably a couple thousand platinum rushing Spectre blueprints for the for testing Spectres. Probably a couple thousand platinum. That was painful. That was a lot of platinum to spend there. It's okay, Ray. It was worth it. Science was done. Science was done. Anyway, that is where we're going to have to wrap it up, but we're not going to just end the stream. No, 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 no. Whilst we had ourselves to a little bit of an intermission screen, we're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. Oh, yes, indeed. Just one momento. Boop. Beautiful. So, where can we go over to today? That is a question, chat. Where can we go over to today? Because I don't actually know who's live right now. Any suggestions still? Have you got suggestions? We've got Kodoma, Zion, Health, Farix. Is Kodoma still running now, or is Kodoma likely to wrap up? I can't remember when Kodoma wraps up. How long's Kodoma been going for? Kodoma's been going for like 5 hours. And they've run their giveaway. So I'm going to take it on faith that he's probably close to wrapping up there. So instead, Zion is probably the way to go. Gothic School. We went to Gothic School very recently. We did go there very recently. So I'm going to go for a different approach there. Zion is perhaps the best choice right now. Just because I think Kodoma's likely wrapping up. Zion, however, has been live for less than an hour. So that is perfect. That should be perfect. Alright, the raid is up and running. Everyone, I want you to be on your absolute best behaviour as we head on over to Zion to see how they're doing. They have got some insanely blue hair on today. Alright, that is, I think we call that electric blue. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. You'll see that in just a moment. But that is all from me today. Thank you very much for joining in. I will be live again on Wednesday for some more Warframe. In the meantime, be your absolute best selves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.